Let's go, let's go, let's go, chat. We are at an all-time high, $230,000 in ARR, chat, but that doesn't mean anything. We're gonna keep showing up. I just bought a third Claude Max subscription, and today we're gonna be FABLE Maxing until we have no FABLE 5 usage left. And if we run out, maybe we have to buy a fourth. I don't know, chat, but what's up, everybody? Big day plan. Let me turn the music down a little bit. Big day plan. Check this out. Website revamp. That is a huge goal on the list today. We were working on it yesterday. We made a ton of progress. And today, I mean, FABLE 5 is just incredible at using, it's incredible at UI design. So we have to use it. We cannot sleep until we've completely refactored the entire website. So that's going to be the main goal of today, is the website revamp. If you guys were watching yesterday, this is what we got done yesterday, and there's a lot that we have to still do. But check this out, guys. It's actually insane. So if you guys go to bridgemind.ai, we made these remotion videos, okay? And these remotion videos are absolutely stellar. Look at this one. We made this using FABLE 5, and it's updated in the website, and it's just like a perfect demo video for Bridge Space. So we posted this on X. It got like 70,000 views on X. Yesterday, I think we made $1,800. MRR is at an all-time high. We blew past 19,000. So it's gonna be a good day. Stain, what's up? Gato, what's up? Open Source Tools, what's up? Floyd, what's up? Ear, what's up? Story, what's up? It's gonna be a good one today. But let me pause the music for a second. Let's turn on the chill music. And it's a Friday, okay? It's technically a holiday, so I think that a lot of people are off work. It may be a little bit more of a laid-back stream since it's Friday, but it's Friday, guys, okay? Let's end the week on a good note, okay? Let's end the week strong. We only have a few days left of FABLE 5. Now, there is one thing that I want to highlight to you guys. This was from, if you guys are familiar with Tariq, let me show this to you guys because this came out yesterday, and I do want to kind of highlight this to you. So look at this. This is from Tariq yesterday. He said, I've heard a lot of questions about FABLE 5's availability on subscription plans. While it will come off subscription plans after the 7th, we aim to restore FABLE as a standard part of our subscriptions as soon as capacity allows, as we mentioned in our original blog post. So, you know, I made a post on X where I basically said, translation, FABLE 5 is going to come back to subscriptions as soon as OpenAI releases GPT 5.6. So that actually is going to be sooner than you guys think. GPT 5.6, look at this, guys. People are expecting it to come out by the 7th, okay? I think that there's a, hold on, it's GPT 5.6 released on. It's this one right here on Polymarket. Look at this, guys. Literally a 77% chance. Look at this, 77% chance for July 7th. So it's probably going to come out, and how funny is that? They're going to release GPT 5.6 when Anthropic removes FABLE 5 from subscriptions. That's so funny to me. They're literally gonna drop 5.6 as soon as FABLE 5 gets pulled out. And really what I think is, I mean, Anthropic, they just can't compete. If GPT 5.6 gets released and this Sol Ultra is like really good, which it does have the potential to be better than FABLE 5. If you guys look at the benchmarks, it looks like it has potential. I wouldn't say that it doesn't have any potential, right? So we'll see next week. It looks like it's going to drop Tuesday, but we definitely want to be on the lookout for that. But one thing I do want to show you guys is I did release an update to Bridge Space yesterday, and you guys got to check this out. This is so sick. So if we go to connected accounts, this is working incredibly well. Do you guys see how I've connected 3 Claude Code accounts here? Literally, this works perfectly. So I have 3 Claude Max subscriptions that are each $200 a pop, and I bought them and I just connected them to BridgeSpace. So whenever I need to switch, for example, I can switch right now. I can click use, and I'm gonna click switch here, and then watch this. When I open up a new workspace, okay, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna open up, let's launch Vibe Academy. Let's CD over here. This is so sick because it makes it so I don't have to like log out and log back in constantly. All right, so I'm gonna launch 6 Claude agents in Vibe Academy. We're gonna launch all of these, and then when I launch them, this is gonna use my new Claude subscription. So if you look at this, you can see that it's using this other account, okay? Support at bridgemind.ai, that's my 3rd account. And look at this, I'm literally at 0% used. I just bought this. So we're gonna be Fable Maxing today and ripping through all 3 subscriptions, and we're gonna see how fast, we run out. But that's actually a very useful feature that, especially if you guys are, as Rizis likes to say, a token maxer, make sure that you get these hooked up. Make sure you do use BridgeSpace. I think that BridgeSpace is probably the best ADE. I don't think that there's really any other ADEs that are doing that. So make sure you go check that out if you guys do have BridgeSpace. It's very helpful if you have multiple subscriptions. But let me move the desk down here and make sure you guys like the stream if you haven't already. But let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right, let's go. Okay, check this out. So let's go to BridgeMind, and this is the first thing I want to do. So we have these right here. Okay, great work. I need you to now create a structured plan for changes for the copy. Note that for the home hero, this is the most important section because it's the first thing that users see, and I need you to update the content on the home hero with a better marketing slogan and better copy. Literally, that paragraph underneath the header is too wordy and doesn't really portray the value of BridgeMind. Would you review this and update accordingly? 1 week of Fable is not enough. Yeah, I don't think that they're gonna remove it permanently. I have a hard time thinking that they are gonna remove that. Test Fable on low, medium, high, and max. See what happens and how good it is per tier. Honestly, I'm not gonna do that myself because I think it's hard to see. Like, if I was gonna do that, right, it would be kind of hard. We'd be looking at it visually. It would be a little bit hard. I think the best benchmark to use to kind of understand the differences in the effort levels is definitely Cursor Bench. I'll drop a link to this in the chat so that you guys have it. Alvi, what's up? But check this. Website looks tier BC. I agree. We have a lot of work to do. But check this out. So this is Cursor Bench, okay? And if you look at this, you can see the differences in the scores. So I recommend using Fable 5 Extra High. I'm using High right now, but you can see the cost differences. Like Max, you're only getting a increase in score of 0.9%, but it's costing about $5 more, right? So that's just, you don't really need to do that. I think that Extra High is probably the best trade-off. And then Fable 5 High is pretty good as well. Medium's good. Low is way down here, but low is literally better than Opus 4.8 and cheaper than Opus 4.8. It's very interesting. All right, Astra, I'll check it out. Why am I spending tokens on saying great work before your next task? I always let them know. It's just a good way for the agents to be able to know that I think that they did a good job. Free tier is gone. Yes. No, it's all. I don't want you to refer to any of the applications that it's on. Just remove all that content about Mac OS. Just remove that. We don't need it. Yeah, it's not even needed. Not even needed there. How do you make sure Claude doesn't break anything? Do you use Git? I do use Git, but really it's all comes down to being able to know what it's working on. But as the models have gotten better, they continuously get better and better at not breaking things. It's actually very nice. They as the models have gotten better, I don't know about you, but it's hey, if you compare GPT-5 that we had last year and you compare it to what we have today, it's just such a big difference in what the models are able to do without a bunch of prompting, right? You kind of tell at it, you literally tell it to do what you want, and it just goes and does what you want. So it's very, very nice. But one thing I do want to do is let's launch BridgeAgent here, And let's just get everything launched in dev so that we can kind of start building this out. But it's going to be a pretty big week next week with the release of GPT 5.6, and you know, that's going to be really interesting. I think that, you know, depending on how good GPT 5.6 is, I mean, I really do hope that it's good so that it's going to pressure Anthropic to keep Fable 5 in subscriptions, because, you know, if they remove Fable 5 from subscriptions, GPT 5.6 launches, everybody's just going to cancel their subscriptions. You know, I'm not keeping 3 Claude Max subscriptions for Opus 4.8. I have 3 Claude Max subscriptions because of Fable 5. You know what I mean? So, all right. All right, let's do this. Fable 5 is basically a smarter version of the prompter. Yes, that is true. What account social media have you learned the most on AI? What do you mean? What do you mean? What's going on here? Error could not load from providers. Credit pack. Price is recurring, but credit packs must be one time. Let's see what this error is here. I need you to take a look at the Stripe credit pack 5000 price ID error that I'm getting. What is causing this? Would you review this and figure out what's causing it and fix it? I don't watch the World Cup. Zaz said I'm a noob to all this. Yeah, the music is back, guys. We are back. I tried GLM 5.2. It's not bad for basic UI stuff, but it's slow. Yeah, I mean, when GLM 5.2 initially came out, it was so much better. There wasn't as much demand for it, right? So pretty much what happens is, as they start to get more people that are demanding, they just don't have enough GPUs, right? So I do have that GLM coding plan, and it's not great, to be honest with you. It's not great. Okay, there's an annoying thing on the website. There's a white line that shows right below the nav bar, and this shows every time I scroll up a tiny bit and go back up. Okay, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, today is all about improving the design of the website. This is what we were able to get done yesterday. Hold on, I do want to show this to you guys. So if we go to localhost here, it's looking pretty good. It's definitely looking a lot better. Okay, check this out, guys. Let me expand this. Also, we do have this new cool feature. We built this yesterday using Fable 5, but basically what this is, if you guys look at this, you can now just expand it, which is very nice. So if you guys want to use the browser in full view here, this is just kind of nice to have in-app. So I can literally collapse this, expand it. We built this yesterday with Fable 5. But here is what this is all looking like, okay? I want to change this, describe it, your agents ship it. I don't really like that slogan. We had it as vibe coding for builders, but now we kind of just have these demo videos. So really the sole purpose of a landing page is to really just get across to the person that's on the website, like what the value is. And what we've kind of done is we've approached this with we have a hero section, and then we have 3 sections just with each product in the ecosystem, which is Bridge Space, Bridge Voice, and then BridgeAgent. So what's your final vibe coded app? What do you mean? When you say not great, to what standard? Quality output, long agent coding, speed, price per output. What do you mean, Lux? Stripe needs an end-to-end to easily connect and do W stuff with the Stripe. You'll find that to be easy if you connect it to the Stripe CLI and the AI is automatically able to create stuff. Yes. Astro, that's a good idea. What did I use for the videos? So yeah, so we're actually going to improve this, but we created these videos using Remotion, and I mean, here, let me pause the music. You guys have already seen this a couple times, but we created everything that you see with Fable 5. It did an absolutely stellar job on creating the demo video, particularly for Bridge Space, in my opinion. It did a really good job, and everything that you see was created with Fable 5. So I was very impressed by this. It pretty much created an exact digital twin. Look at this. That is Bridge Space. So, you know, I think that this is a pretty good approach. There's Bridge Swarm, and this got 70,000 views on X yesterday. So that was really good. I'll show you guys what we're looking at in Stripe. It's looking pretty good. We're at an all-time high right now in revenue. So I think that our goals, I mean, if you guys look at the goals behind me, the goals have, it looks like we're on track. But look at this, guys. So far today, $541. Yesterday, $1,800. MRR at an all-time high. So it feels good. It feels good. You know, we just got to keep moving forward. What do I use for the video generation? This is, no, this wasn't even screen recorded. That's what was so impressive in my opinion about it, is that it wasn't screen recorded. It was all just from looking at the application and then creating it based off of what it saw. So that's what was so impressive with it. I don't like the Bridge Voice one as much, and you guys can go check this out at bridgemind.ai. But I was very impressed at what this was able to do. One thing I do want to get rid of is this over here. There's this functionality that I don't think a lot of people actually use. It's up in the top here. It's this little thing here. And it looks like there's also a bug. Do you guys see this bug here? Where there's all this white space. We need to fix that. All right, let's go over here. All right. Which tool generated the video? Remotion. I need you to look at this screenshot and note that the button in the top header that has the ability to be able to launch things in separate windows. We just want to remove all of that functionality. Find the functionality associated with this. Users are not using this, and it's just adding tech debt. So I want you to review this and find all functionality associated with it, and you can just remove it respectively without breaking functionality. There was a YouTube vid from someone last week going through how to use Claude to do this. That's cool, yeah. Remotion is pretty big. I'm doing pretty good. DRK over on Twitch. What's up, man? How are you? I'm at 72% of my Fable usage. Feels bad. Yeah. I mean, the biggest problem with Fable usage, it's not necessarily the 5-hour limit. Like, it's this right here. You guys can see I'm at 88% used on one of my subscriptions for the week, which means that in a minute, this subscription is going to be totally useless for me because I am going to hit the weekly usage for Fable for the week. I guess this does reset for me on, what is it, July 4th? So I guess it does reset tomorrow for me, which is good. But I also purchased like another subscription, and it's this one here. And if we, run this, hey, now I have 3 subscriptions. This one resets on the 7th because I just bought it. But maybe we'll be able to get through this week. But apparently they're saying that they're gonna actually make it so that not only is it gonna return to subscriptions, but it's also gonna give you more credits. Now we'll see what actually happens there. We're not sure if that's gonna be, true, but we'll see. We'll see for sure. Sonnet 5, yeah, Sonnet 5 is not good. It has half weekly usage as normal, right? Yes, it has half of normal, but that's the biggest limitation right now. RY, what's up, man? How's it going? Yeah, we are back. We made a ton of progress yesterday. I'm feeling good. But one thing also, like, look at this. There's certain stuff that I was actually looking at the website, and one example, I want to get this knocked out, but this is one thing that I saw on the website, is this right here. Like, do you guys see this? This is just cut off right here. Do you guys see this? I mean, this is ridiculous how bad that UI design is. So I'm just going to take a screenshot of this. I'm going to drop in this page, and I'm going to have Fable completely redesign this page here. I mean, this is not a good design. Fablefy with high effort. Drop it in. I need you to review the Discord page on the website. Do not use browser tools or anything. Just look at the code. I need you to redesign the page and note that the affiliate program needs to also be better designed. Review the page and help me significantly improve the design, make it fully responsive, and look better on all screen sizes. And you can redesign it as you feel like is necessary, but improve the design respectively. Respectively, guys, respectively. Remember, it's very important to be respectful to your AI, okay? If I purchase BridgeMind Basic, do I get access to models like Fable 5? So BridgeMind does not include like AI usage for you to like code with, okay? And I actually was thinking about this, and this is because people were talking about bridge code, and the reason that I didn't do bridge code or go like it actually is created, and we have bridge code, and we could potentially work on it today, because what I was thinking about is BridgeMind could potentially get partnerships with Minimax, Zipu AI, which is GLM. We could get a partnership with Moonshot AI, which uses, they make Kimi. And I was thinking like bridge code, instead of, users buying credits to use in bridge code, it could be possible for BridgeMind to get some partnerships where, there is some really good positioning that we could potentially do where, hey, for example, I have a relationship with somebody over at NVIDIA. I have relationships with some people over at Zipu. They reach out, they want me to benchmark their model in BridgeBench and whatnot. But there's definitely one thing about that where I'm like, maybe we could potentially get some deals with some of these frontier labs. Not Anthropic or OpenAI, because they just wouldn't, I don't think that they would do that. But some of these like lower level frontier labs that still have like pretty good models, like I think that GLM models are pretty good now. And they want people to adopt. And hey, there is a market fit there where I could frame it as like, hey, you're going to get your model to be used by people that are in the BridgeMind community. You know, you do have to put up, $20,000 for people to use for free. There would be a limit on it, but that's something that I was considering, and that would be a little bit different because I would have to actually get those partnerships, but we'll see. Are you planning on getting a co-developer? Yeah, at some point, yes. I'm doing great today, Paulus. Yeah, it's a great day to work. Are you using Hermes agents? If so, what does your setup look like? Which models are you using? Yeah, so I have 5 Hermes agents. Like they manage customer service, they manage partnership outreach, they like are autonomously fixing bugs and stuff. So they're really useful. If you're not using them, I do recommend that you use them, because there definitely is some really good use cases for them. I need you to review the design of the BridgeMind web app, and note that we need to now add in BridgeAgent in that home dashboard as one of the products for users to be able to download. Would you review this and update accordingly? Also add in BridgeAgent to the onboarding process respectively. Review the main website and then update the web app respectively. Respectively, guys, I'm telling you, respectively. You have to be respectful. All right, it's good. Vibe Academy update. Like, where is that? So yeah, the thing with Vibe Academy, and I was even thinking about this, this is going to be one of the biggest launches that we do have. And I actually have one of my workspaces open, so we will be doing some work. But I actually want to talk to you guys a little bit about the goals that you see up here. So if you guys look at the August 31st goals, we have the bridge, they have $50,000 in MRR. Okay, that is the MRR goal by August 31st. And how are we going to get there, right? Because that's about 150% increase in MRR. So we're gonna get there by doing like some pretty serious product launches. So that's gonna include the BridgeAgent product launch, okay? That's gonna include the launch of Vibe Academy, and that's also gonna include the launch of BridgeSpace 4 and BridgeSpace 3, okay? And some of the the community goals is that I wanna get to 50,000 followers on X, which we are absolutely crushing it on X. Just the community that we've built. I think that people kind of know that BridgeMind is definitely a top community. It's the leading community. People can say what they want, but it's the top one, and we've gotten there through real builds. I think that people go there to get genuine takes on AI and to see what's going on in the space. And right now, I think we're at 42.6K. So it is doing really, really well there. But I want to show you guys, just, hey, on X, I put the 50,000 goal up, and right now we're at 42.6, which is very good. If I go to the Creator Studio, I'll kind of show you guys what that looks like, because X is very important. I honestly think that X, for me personally, is probably going to end up being a better way to market BridgeAgent and Vibe Academy, maybe even better than some of the other platforms. No downstairs office today. Reddit Vibe coding community is big. Yeah, I need to get into Reddit a little bit more. But look at this. So yeah, yesterday, we generated 2.6 million impressions on X, which was a very good day. It was a big day yesterday. We had one of our posts go viral just about BridgeBench with the FABLE 5 is rerouting a bunch of tasks to Opus 4.8, and it resonated with a lot of people. So, but 50,000 followers on X, 2,500 Twitch followers. So for all of you guys that are over on Twitch right now, what's up? I do read all of the chats. That's going to be big. I am doing 2 triathlons. So this morning, I actually ran a few miles this morning. I ran a few miles after the stream yesterday. I do the biking, I work out. That's going to be big for me. That's almost like a personal life goal. And then BridgeBench V3 is also important. So we have a lot to do. I think that more is going to be possible as the models continuously get better. I'm feeling good about it. I want your advice. Max God says, I want your advice. I have an app. I want to completely change the UI, add final features, and make it full, complete SaaS and ready project with subscribers. Should I wait for 5.6 and use images v2 or Fable 5? I would just use what you have today, right? Like, I think that somebody asked that the other day too, and they said, hey, well, like, shouldn't we just save our work for, GPT 5.6 or, when Fable 5 comes out? And I think that that's kind of like there are some elements to that where it's like, okay, there are some things that are literally just not possible without a better model, right? You know, some of the UI designs that we had were really challenging to do when we were trying to use Opus 4.8 to update the web design. But Fable 5 is so good at web UI and just design in general that, hey, we were able to finally kind of, you know, make some progress on the design with Fable 5, right? So I didn't necessarily just save that work, but I tried to do it with Opus 4.8, but it just wasn't there. I need you to review the white space here and note that we need to fix this design bug, improve the design of this. There's too much white space. Actually, Opus 4.8 vibe coded his app for me in a few hours. Hold on, let's do this. Okay. Short all SaaS stocks, you will make money unless they keep boosting those in the market. I mean, nobody can really predict the market. I would disagree with you. I think that people can replicate products, right? But the thing is that the moat is just shifting now to marketing, right? So it's no longer the product. You know, people can build a voice-to-text tool. People can build an ADE. People can build QuickBooks, but you're not going to beat QuickBooks, right? So it's all about your marketing. Take marketing, very important. How is the WSL related fixes? Any luck? Also about dev campaigner support for BS, respectively. Yeah. So with those, I think I fixed one of those. There's one that I'm still waiting on. It's let me see here. It is this one I haven't gotten to. So let me do this one here. Wait, I already did that one. It was this one. It was this one that I hadn't gotten to yet. So let me work on this one here for you. Yeah, let me do this one here. So this is a bug. So Vadim, thank you, by the way. Appreciate it. I am going to switch the effort level to extra high for this. And we are at 90% of the Fable limit. So this is one thing that now where, hey, one of the best features, honestly, in Bridge Space now is that, hey, if I need to switch subscriptions, literally I have multiple subscriptions connected now where I can just go over here now and I'm using a different subscription. Like, boom, like it's not hard anymore. It's very, very nice to be able to switch subscriptions like that, not have to log out and log back in. I'm using multiple subscriptions at the same time. But let me get this bug solved for you, Vadim. Thank you for submitting it. I need you to review this bug report in complete depth. Do not launch any subagents, but review this and figure out what is causing it and create a structured plan to fix the bug without breaking existing functionality. All right, so I'm going to drop this in. I'm going to drop in Bridge Space. And the reason that I'm not launching subagents is subagents are kind of overkill with Fable 5. I think it's a little bit like you just don't want to have them. Do you think that you are relying too heavily on agent skills like superpower will actually restrict Fable 5's capability? I don't use superpowers. I know a lot of people talk about it. I'm not a superpowers user, so I can't give you too much. I am on extra high effort on this one, right? Didn't I switch it? Hold up. Yeah, Fable 5 subagents are definitely a waste. All right, Alexander, thank you for the dono. He said, I'm considering using BridgeMind for researching different political issues. Do you think that's a possible use case? I mean, researching political issues with Claude Code, I don't know if that's a great use of Claude Code and with Bridge Space. I think that you'd be better off just using like, I mean, you could literally just use Claude for that, right? If you want to use Bridge Space and just the BridgeMind ecosystem in general, it's really good for like serious vibe coders, okay? I think that this is the best ecosystem for vibe coding. There's no other company out there that with one subscription you get complete access to an entire ecosystem for vibe coding. And this is what I've been using for 6 months now. So yeah, Perplexity. Yeah, definitely Perplexity would be good for research. Subagents are a waste. Somebody said subagents are a waste with Fable. That's patently wrong. Well, here's the thing. Subagents, you don't want to use subagents with Fable because it's not that you're not going to get a better result. If I'm like on Opus 4.8, I'll launch 5 subagents. I'm a huge believer in subagents. The problem with subagents in Fable is that it's so expensive that with subagents, I'm just going to hit my usage limits so fast that I'm like, honestly, I honestly just don't want to hit my usage limits as fast as I am going to hit them if I use. Also, I just realized I just submitted this in the wrong repo. So let me expand this real quick. Copy all this. All right, we got to go here. CD out. All right, there we go. And then I will switch to the effort level to extra high. Cool. All right. When they say you can have 100 wives, they actually mean you can have 100 windows. Let's go. What's my marketing strategy? So my marketing strategy is quite simple, okay? I started doing this a while ago, and I use X, I use YouTube, I do all organic marketing. I've talked about it quite a bit. I was kind of showing people this chart. This is how I approach marketing. So if you look at this, I don't do paid ads. With my last startup, I did have a pretty significant amount of investor funding, and I had like a whole marketing team, and it was a larger company with like a lot more people working for it. Okay, and for example, we had keywords that we were paying for where we would spend $20 for somebody to click on the website, right? Like in Google search, and they'd be on the website for 2 seconds, and then they would jump off. So you know, I've learned from that, and with BridgeMind, when I started it, I knew that I wanted to do organic marketing. This is typically the best way to do marketing if you're starting from scratch and you're kind of like doing it without investor funding, right? And what you need to do is you need to figure out what are people searching for, and you need to understand what the keywords are in your niche, okay? So you need to understand what are people searching for, keywords, and then you also need to understand trending topics, okay? So for example, I kind of had some examples here: GPT 5.6 launch, Fable 5 return, what's the best model, and then what you need to figure out is how to weave your product into these narratives that are, and I did spell narratives wrong, but how you can weave your product into these trending topics. Because if you just post your product, I see too many people do this. Nobody cares about your product, okay? Unless you're like some massive company that does have the VC funding. Like obviously everybody cares about OpenAI, everybody cares about Anthropic. But if you're like an indie hacker that has an app or a SaaS, for the most part, you just have to figure out what problem is it solving and what trending topics can you tie it into. And if you do that, you're going to be very successful. That's what I've done with BridgeMind. What percentage is from YouTube versus X? What do you mean, just in terms of marketing? Because I don't know that. The revenue that you guys see in the Stripe, in like the titles, it's all from the Stripe dashboard. So literally, all the revenue is all just from the Stripe dashboard. So if you go to Stripe here, here's where we're at. Yesterday, I mean, this week has been a pretty good week. Today so far, 541. Yesterday, 1,825. And then if we go here, we can see the main. Yeah, so we did break 19,000 yesterday, which was big. Looks like we had some churn, but we're coming up. And I think that the next 2 months are just going to be absolutely unbelievable for BridgeMind. I think that we're gonna skyrocket. So I'm very excited about it. Okay, are you done? How much do I spend on tokens? $1,000 a month, so about $33 a day. This is done. Okay, let's pull this up. Let's see what was done on the website, the homepage here. Describe it, your agents ship it. Did not make any updates. I'm not seeing any updates here unless it's... No, it made updates. You just didn't really change it that much. BridgeMind is the home of vibe coding, the workspace, the voice. I don't like this. The workspace, the voice. What does that even mean? The voice? This is terrible content here. This content, this in general, all of this is awful. This here is terrible. This home hero, all the content in it, I hate it. All of it. All the content in this hero section is absolutely horrible. I need you to completely rewrite it using the copywriting skill. Really improve the header and improve the content under the header to really get the sell points across and be memorable. The hero is tanking your revenue too much. I totally agree. Stain, what's up, man? Stain, how are we feeling? Stain, how many Anthropic subscriptions are you up to? Because I know that you hit your weekly limit on Fable 5. There's no way you didn't, bro. What's your copywriting skill? I built it yesterday on stream. Pretty much I had Fable 5 create it for me. Maybe it's a good opportunity to test a humanizer. Potentially, yes. But, I mean, it's not even necessarily the humanizer. Like, it's more so like it just needs to have better marketing. It needs to get the sell points across better, for sure. Also, guys, how many likes are we up to? Hold on, let me pull up the stream. I can't see the likes right now, but let's hit some pull-ups so we can get the energy going, guys. Let's see where we're at. All right, we got 674 people watching. We've got 179 likes. Oh my gosh, you guys are killing it today. More so you're killing me. All right, let's hit this. Hold on, check this out, guys. Should be able to see that, right? All right, pull-ups, let's go. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, let's hit this. You talk, agents open the PRs. I don't like that. Okay, honestly, the ship software at the speed of thought, I liked that slogan. That was an original slogan that we used to have. Ship software at the speed of thought. What do you guys think about that? Let's go. Let's go. We got it. I'm telling you guys, you got to stay in shape, okay? It's not enough to be grinding, okay? You got to have life balance, okay? You got to stay in shape. You got to, read some books, okay? Have a good balanced life, but then also work insanely hard, okay? Jake, what's up, bro? Tariq, over on X, how's it going? Can you open source your copywriting skill? My copywriting skill isn't really gonna help you because, okay, Claude in their latest update, they have this super annoying scroll. You guys see this? It's so annoying. Like their scroll wheel, like I'm trying to scroll up. Hold on. This may be a bug. This may be a bug on our end. I hope it's not. All right, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna wanna launch Claude. And then I think it's a bug with Claude. Or is this on my end? Because this isn't working either. I guess this is an issue with Claude Code. About to max out the weekly, my second one, gonna buy 1 or 2 more accounts when this check hits. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth it, right? It's like you hit one limit, you just gotta run it up again. Yes, go ahead and implement the fix. All right, we're gonna proceed with phase 1. That's the WSL fix. Let's go check out just the Discord page. So one of them was updating. Let's see what it did here. So go to Discord. That didn't even make any updates. It literally made it, what? Yeah, I don't see any updates that one even made. We prompted it. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Which one was working on it? Hold on, let's go back over here. I need you to review the Discord page on the website and note that we need to completely redesign this, make it more compact, and make it visible within a single viewport on all screen sizes, make it way more compact, and add some cool animations too. Make it really unique. What's the best terminal on Mac? Definitely BridgeSpace. I recommend BridgeSpace. Which version is it? I have no issues with scrolling. I just had issues scrolling with my Claude Code. I don't know what it was causing it. It's so good just to feign that we have Fable limits. Yeah. Steve is Legend over on Twitch said, what have you seen of some of the handoff strategies with Fable for trooper usage, making it the brain of the task and then having it hand off for execution of it? Wondering if it is still effective or if there is a drop off within the results that you see. So yeah, so a lot of people do this where basically they'll orchestrate, they'll use Fable to be able to like create the plan, and then they'll have it like pass off to Codex to be able to like write the code, right? And I mean, I can definitely see that. I mean, GPT 5.5 is going to be really good at direction following. So if you wanted to go through the process of doing that, you definitely could, and you probably would find some success with it, right? But I'm not a big fan of doing the handoffs because I kind of think that it slows you down a little bit. Like I'm gonna let Fable 5 rip. I think that it's better to just have Fable 5 do everything rather than overcomplicating it and having it hand off things. Like I'd rather just kind of like just get it done, right? So it's up to you. what you want to do. I don't do it personally. I'm not like against it. I know a lot of people have success with, using it as an orchestrator and stuff, but you're going to have to use your own judgment. Okay, let's, so this is the update. We're going to improve the design of this as well. Penguin Codes, good morning. Steve is legend. Thank you. On my second 20x subscription, how about you? Yeah, I'm on my third. I bought a third one this morning. I'm probably going to have to buy a fourth. But that's okay. That's okay. Also, we did fix that navbar glow issue that we had. And then let's go over here. This looks fine. This one, let's work with, it's this one here. I need you to use the actual BridgeAgent icon. Would you review the BridgeAgent desktop app and use the exact same icon, respectively, for the app icon in the web app? Review and update accordingly. All right, let's drop this in. It's going to be BridgeAgent desktop and then BridgeAgent web app, or BridgeMine web app. Nice. Is this cheaper than hiring a developer? Oh, 100%, dude. So, like, before AI got really big, a lot of you guys are familiar with this. So I did have a startup previously before I even started BridgeMind, and that startup was it was definitely more. It was like, if you look at BridgeMind, you could say, hey, BridgeMind was bootstrapped, right? I have 100% equity in the company. I built it myself off of money that I personally invested into the business. And I took a huge risk to start BridgeMind, and it ended up turning out favorably, okay? But at my last company, I worked with other developers, okay? And there was this one developer that was a junior, okay? He was 1 year older than I was, and he had graduated from Purdue University with a CS degree, okay? And this guy, I was the co-founder and CEO of the company. I was kind of like leading the engineering side of things, building out the MVP. I built out the initial MVP, and then we had to refactor it. And we had an engineering team for that. But this guy, he was like, no, I'm not using AI. You can't use AI to code. And it was when we had O1 and when we were using, ChatGPT to copy and paste and whatnot. But this junior developer, I was paying him $60 an hour, okay? And think about this, in 1 week, if you're working $40, like 40 hours a week, it's $60 an hour. You guys can do the math on that, but I think it's $2,400, okay? So I paid this developer $2,400 to try and build out the onboarding flow for therapists, okay? Because there's an online therapy platform. And this is a guy that when I gave him the assignment, he was like, oh no, I got it. Like, I'm not gonna use AI to do it. And I knew in the back of my mind, I was like, this is a task that's gonna take probably an hour with O1 because it affected, let's say, 5 files in the API and then like a couple files in the UI. And I was like, you literally just have to copy and paste all those into ChatGPT, get the output, and you'll be done, right? And I asked him to use O1, and he's like, no, I don't use AI. And I'm not even kidding. I had to let him go after 2 weeks because he couldn't get that assignment done, and he was taking way too long. And I ended up paying him like $5,000, and the guy wasn't able to get anything done. Now, that's just one example, but junior developers in today's world, like if you're in like a school, right, and you're like learning CS, unless they're like teaching you how to use AI, and they're like, if they're still teaching syntax to you and trying to get you to write syntax, you're in the wrong university. I mean, I don't even recommend going to school. I think school is a complete waste of time. If I had to go to college again, I probably would, just so I could like learn, and like kind of like grow up in life, right? I think that you can go to college and it's valuable for other reasons, but I never finished my degree. I have 7 credit hours of my degree. I think that the degree is basically worthless, right? That degree is never going to help me in life. So I don't know. Jake said, I paid a dev $2,000. He took 4 months for something AI could have made in 3 weeks. Yeah. You guys have no idea how expensive it is to run a business and pay humans. That sounds so bad. Like, I kind of feel bad. But here's the thing, and I'm not saying like, oh, AI is going to replace developers. What I'm saying is that, hey, if that developer was using AI, he probably would have stayed at the company because he would have been able to get it done. But because he had this like weird ego thing, or I don't even know what it was, of just like not wanting to use AI, it's like, no, the most valuable developers in the future are going to be people that know how to use these tools to be able to just like 20x their productivity. And like, I just want you guys to really understand that, like, especially from, the perspective of somebody that owns a business. don't fall into the trap of like being against AI and stuff. And, you know, I know that I'm sure, you know, we have 759 people watching the stream right now. I'm sure that there are people in the chat that, you know, aren't big believers, but I would just definitely recommend that whether or not you are an advocate for AI or not, you know, I definitely highly recommend that you start playing around with these tools, because it definitely, it's changing, and you know, you definitely want to understand it. Would you make these icons a little bit larger, and would you also significantly improve the design of this landing page in the BridgeMind web app? The Gato said, I have 3 full-time employees working while I am sleeping, and they don't take any leave days, sick leave either, and they do everything I tell them to do, and well done, wink wink. That's hilarious. He's got 3, they don't sleep, guys, they don't sleep. Now, I mean, I do feel a little bit bad where it's like thinking, I don't know. I mean, for people that are entrepreneurs that are getting their businesses started, right? I think that AI is literally like the great equalizer for all of us, right? Because it's, hey, you no longer have to have this like massive investment capital to start a business. You can just start a business, you know, it's unbelievable. I really don't like this. Do you guys see this? The affiliate program here, this gets cut off. That's not good. All right. I want you to look at the Discord page and review the screenshot and note that this is getting cut off. Would you review this and update correctly, because it needs to be fixed? I hate it when it uses Chrome. I hate when it uses Chrome. I'm going to just pause this one. Do not use Chrome or any browser tools. Just look at the code and fix it yourself. I lack space on top of your landing site. Feels too close to the nav. Let me check this out. I think this is fine spacing. This just needs to be updated in general, though. Like, ship software at the speed of spot. Speak the idea. Agents plan build. I don't like this content. Like, this content here can be more so about. This content here needs to be replaced. Frame it more so around BridgeMind being the complete vibe coding ecosystem, where under one subscription you get access to all the tools that you need to create software with AI or vibe code successfully. Note that. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just see. I don't like that. Update this and also improve the design of the hero respectively. Yeah, the M dashes are insane, right? Music and background is the BridgeMind theme. Yes. Steve is Legend over on Twitch said, is Fable 5 still worth running if you have to drop it to medium or high? I think so, yeah. Cursor Bench is a great place to look for that. If you look at Cursor Bench, you'll see the results are really good for high, extra high. It drops off at low, but where are my apps hosted? I use AWS. Rennie said, hi Matt, can we have a BridgeMind skill to disable subagents for Claude and other LLMs? One keeps forgetting and maxes out tokens fast, especially for high thinking sessions. We can't create a skill for that, but I also would just advise that, honestly, I would advise that you just use it in your prompt. For the meantime, just say in your prompt, don't launch subagents, and that's going to help you a lot. I'm new. What are you building? So if you guys are new to BridgeMind, what you're looking at is what we've built. We've built a complete vibe coding ecosystem, so where under one subscription, you have all the tools that you need to build to vibe code successfully. So for example, this is BridgeSpace. Okay, this is an ADE, an agentic development environment. So under one workspace, you can access bridge spaces, bridge swarms, a task board to be able to manage all your tasks, and even a memory system that really help you vibe code successfully. All right, let's look at this. This is good. Okay. Developer plus DeepSeek V4 Pro Ultra Code is greater than Fable 5 Ultra Code plus Vibe Coder. I don't think so. DeepSeek V4, it's going to cause quite a few issues, I think. I'm not a big fan of DeepSeek V4 personally. I think it's going to cause a lot more issues than it solves. Let's do one thing here, open up Vibe Academy, and I do want to launch this in dev. Yeah, DeepSeek is not great. let's switch Fable here to, hold on, I have to open up a couple more agents. All right, let's see what it did on this one for the content update. All right. I don't like this. All right, ship software at the speed of thought. BridgeMind is the complete vibe coding system. Every tool you need to ship software with AI under one subscription. Okay, that's actually, I actually like that much better. Now the design though, this, I mean, that's actually not a bad approach. I liked the content. Okay, I like the content, but it needs a complete redesign, and it actually needs some taste in the background. It needs a nice background. Review this and update it. Give it a really unique design. I feel like that's we're definitely getting better. It'll all become blue and black. Let's see. I hate when it uses Chrome DevTools. I'm so tired of it using Chrome DevTools. It doesn't need to use Chrome DevTools. Flomps, what's up? The hero is non-standard dimensions. Typically, the hero will be to the fold. What do you mean to the fold? Because this is the main focus of this stream, guys. We're improving UI, and I'll kind of show you guys some of the data that I see. Let me just go to the Google Search Console so you guys can see. Or I think I also have it set up with Google Analytics too. I'll show you the Google Search Console first, and then I'll also show you Google Analytics, just so you guys can see, you know, the traffic for BridgeMind, because honestly, for the traffic that we get, we probably can be converting quite a bit more than we do. Let me see if I have the Google Analytics. So, okay, BridgeMind is right here. Okay, so check this out. So this is BridgeMind, okay? So today, is this today, right? All right, so the last 7 days, there's been 1,300 active users. Last 7 days, 2.1 thousand website views. Direct is 1.2. Organic search is 473. Organic video, 239. Organic social, 93. So if we go to this, we can see a breakdown. So what you want to see is you want to see like the average engagement. So people are on average sticking on the website for about 30 seconds. So if you look at this and you say, okay, 30 seconds on average. Well, the average engagement time overall is a minute, okay? And for the past, what is this? Is this 7 days or this is the month? So 20,000 visitors on the website in the past. Is this the month? Yeah, this is the month. So this is the past week. The past week was decent. And we should be converting more of these though. And I would like to convert more. I think that we can convert a lot more. How do you handle support tickets? My Hermes agents handle that for me. All right, let's see what this update looks like. Now this section here, the workspace for vibe coding, I'm a big fan of the Remotion video. We are gonna attempt to improve the Remotion videos. So the workspace for vibe coding, up to 16 agents and parallel grids. I mean, you can do a lot more than 16 agents and parallel grids. Like this here, this is so AI generated. Like this, I like it. The workspace for vibe coding, I like that. That makes sense. It's this here that I have a problem with. Like this content, in my opinion, is not great. I need you to significantly improve the copywriting for the content on this section on the homepage for BridgeSpace. Note that it needs to be completely changed. Note that you are able to manage swarms of AI agents and launch hundreds of agents at the same time to be able to vibe code at scale. I need you to make the copy much clearer and get the sell points across of why a user would want to use this. Designed for mobile first, nobody web surfs on the PC anymore. The mobile does look good, but yeah, you can just, a good prompt is just, you know, to do mobile first design principles, and you know, you'll get a pretty good result if you do that. All right. Somebody said, how many Fable accounts so far, Mr. Bridge? So I have purchased 3. So we're at 3 accounts right now. I'm about to max out this account for the week, but I have one account that's basically totally fresh. You can see 96% used. So I'm about to max out this account. and then I'll have to switch to one of my other ones. All right, let's see what it did on the home hero. Let me know what you guys think. Home hero, not a fan. Just made like a big circle. What do you guys think? W or L on this hero? And if I zoom out, this is what it looks like normally. Ship software at the speed of thought. Like, what is that? It just made like a big circle. And then what is that, a comet? That is so weird. Rogue Sniper over on Twitch, what's up? Comet's the best browser. Yeah, I like Comet, yeah. It doesn't have any meaning. Yeah, I don't like the background. The background doesn't have any meaning. I don't like it. I don't like what you did with the background because it doesn't really have any meaning. It would be great if, for example, you could somehow integrate like the Bridge Voice widget pill and maybe terminals in the background and kind of like referencing the different BridgeMind ecosystem in like maybe like a swarm graphic. I don't like what you did with the background. Update this respectively and also make the H1 header way more compact. It's too large. Review and update. Stain said, I don't know how I feel about the H1. Just what? The slogan, Stain, or what? Yeah, the circle is not good. I agree. Will Calver said, how do I get my invoices out of the system? Billing just takes me to pricing options. And again, but I need to download my previous invoices. I'm pretty sure if you go to the Stripe, portal, and then you scroll down, that's where your invoices are and you can download them there. Thank you, Wisio. Let's go. I started a social media recently to market my app, but I'm a little nervous about being in front of a camera. How did you handle this when you first started posting? All right, I've got a funny story for you guys, okay? If you guys go and look at my, and we're about to do some more pull-ups here, by the way, soon. So if you haven't already liked the stream, make sure you do so. But if you look at my, if you look at my first stream, I think I've said this before, but I want to show this to you guys. So if you guys go to BridgeMind, okay, and you just go to oldest, this is so funny. So if you go back here, okay, this was the first stream for BridgeMind, and this was the first stream. There's a reason that I'm wearing a hat and sunglasses, okay? And the reason that I'm wearing a hat and sunglasses is because I wasn't comfortable being on camera. So the reason that I was wearing the hat and sunglasses is because I was like, I don't know if I really want to be like showing myself on the internet, right? And you know, this was the reason. The reason that I was in the hat is because I was like, I don't want people to like recognize me and stuff, or like know that it's me, you know? And then, you know, as it grew, I started to get a little bit more comfortable with it. I stopped wearing like the hat and stuff probably on like, I don't know, maybe I had a hat here. I had a hoodie here, Look at this. So literally I was not comfortable at all. I had the hat, I had a hoodie and sunglasses, you know, so I totally get what you mean. I would just encourage you to just say, hey, you know, building in public is a good thing. It can help you. Putting your face behind a product is also helpful. Stain says the size, right after I sent that message, you said compact it in the prompt, so never mind. Oh yeah, Stain, I totally agree with you. It's too big. You can always start without a camera? Yes, yeah. What's your marketing strategy for this? Is it pure build in public? I mean, J35, what's up? So my strategy, like, a lot of people know this, but hey, if BridgeMind goes away tomorrow, if the MRR goes to 0, I've always kind of been like community first. So, you know, for the people that know me in my personal life, right, that kind of know, you know, the biggest motives for me is that I'm super, super passionate about vibe coding, okay? Okay, these are the updates that it did on the website here. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll see, hold on. Whoa. No. I don't like what it did there. Okay, do you guys see what this did? I had it redesign the page for joining the Discord. What do you guys think about this? It created like a little preview. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think of this preview it made? Looks like Opus 4.5 made the UI. Yeah. Maybe it did. I don't know. I don't like what you did with the preview. It doesn't look well designed at all. I need you to completely revamp this using the front-end design plugin. Try again with a new approach. Are you using Remotion for all the previews? I am, yes. Remotion, I think that Remotion is great. The previews, I mean, just ask it. The keyword with Remotion is to use the keyword to use a digital twin, like create a digital twin. Also, it looks like we're at 96%. Okay, we're getting close. Hero needs to be front and center. I agree. Enter the Vibosphere, somebody said. All right, let's check out the home hero. What is it doing? All right, so you can see that it kind of did what I wanted to, but the design of it, the graphics are not great. So this is what it would like. What would this look like on mobile, for example? All right, ship software at the speed of thought. BridgeBench is the complete vibe coding ecosystem. Every tool you need to ship software with AI under one subscription. What do you guys think, chat? I definitely don't like these that it did. The graphics, I think that looks terrible. The graphics don't look great. Is this Fable 5 or Opus 4.8? Well, honestly, we may want to check. Let's go to usage. It is using Fable 5. I'm not a fan of the graphics that you put in the background. They just don't look very realistic. Would you review and try again? Somebody said it's getting better. You need to give it ShadCN. I'm already using ShadCN for it. Just gotta wait for 5.6. Yeah, maybe. Well, the thing is that I don't think that 5.6 is gonna be better at design. I don't think that OpenAI is all of a sudden going to have some incredible design model. We'll see, though. Any chance to get dev container support in BridgeSpace? Vadim, would you create a support ticket for it and I'll take a look at it? How long before we get used to Fable, like we get used to Opus 4.8 and start hating on it? Well, I mean, I think that it's already getting a decent amount of hate just because of the limits, right? I mean, people are getting guardrailed and stuff, and it keeps you rolling back. You can't do any cybersecurity with it, which is definitely frustrating. All right. Okay, one builder used to mean one keyboard. BridgeSpace launches hundreds of agents at once, swarms that plan, build, and review in parallel while you direct the work and review every diff. I think first of all, there's way too many M dashes and stuff. Way too many M dashes. Also, we're about to run out on this subscription. So this is what's really nice. I want to show this to you guys. Okay, hold on. Let me get there. So I'm going to go to settings. I'm going to go to connect accounts. Okay, and here's what we're going to do. Do you guys see this? We're just going to click use on this new account. Okay, so we're going to click use. And now I'm using my other Claude subscription. Okay, so now when I launch a new pane, these are all going to be that subscription. Okay, so I'm going to launch BridgeBench. Let's check my usage now. Okay, so we're going to do /usage here. Hold on, did these get saved? That one didn't work. This one worked. Hold on, if I do Claude here, I think I know what the issue is here. Okay, I see what the issue is. I think it's something that it's being saved. So watch this. If I go to desktop, if I go to BridgeBench, and then I go to BridgeBench UI, and then I launch my agents here, is it going to switch to that account? I think it will. Let's see. Because I think it's... Let's see this. Let's try this. Oops. No, it's still the same. Let's check this out with Fable. Let's get to the bottom of this with Fable. I need you to review the functionality associated with being able to switch Claude accounts, and note that I am able to connect multiple accounts, but after I click use, and then I go and I launch a new Claude code window, sometimes it doesn't actually connect to the account that I clicked use on. Sometimes it falls back to the one that I was previously using. Would you review the existing code and pinpoint the exact cause of this bug and then create a structured plan to get it working as intended? Review in complete depth with a singular agent, figure out what's causing this, and then create a structured plan to fix it. Okay, so that should fix it. And then this one did switch to that other account, so I'm not sure why it's not doing it every time. Yeah, I did switch it earlier in the stream. Yeah, I did switch it earlier in the stream. Not sure why it didn't do it this time around. So let's figure that out. We'll do a plan, fix it. All right, are you gonna take advantage of all the codex resets? They just gave another reset? Wait, so are you saying we're gonna have 7? Because I had 6 yesterday. Wait, hold on, now I only have 4. I swear I had like 6. Now there's 4? I mean, that is a lot of usage resets. I have 4 right now. So this is one thing, like my plan is right now, my GPT subscription is set to run out on the 5th. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save it, I'm gonna resubscribe. And then once they release GPT 5.6, I'll just have 1 codex subscription. I'll be able to use like way more, no resets. Oh, 4 is the max. Okay, gotcha. Somebody said 4 is the max. Okay, that's helpful. You had 6, I had 4. I guess they made that. I thought I saw 6. I swear I saw 6 yesterday. That's so weird. I don't understand why that's the case. Okay, this is on our other account. I need you to review the Remotion demo video for BridgeSpace and note that on the BridgeSpace product page, we want to integrate that demo video that you see on the landing page into the hero of the BridgeSpace product page. Would you review this and update accordingly so that this demo video is on that product page? All right, perfect. All right, same thing here on Claude. Yeah, somebody said I had yesterday 5 resets. Yeah, they must have just switched it so that there's only 4 total or something. That's so stupid. Cursor is a very novice harness, better to learn the real thing. What do you mean? Will Calver, just create a support ticket. Create a support ticket and I'll take care of it. All right, let's knock out some pull-ups, guys. Let's knock out some pull-ups. Let me drop in BridgeMind UI. I need you to review the product page associated with Bridge Voice and review the product pages associated with BridgeSpace and BridgeAgent, and then help me update Bridge Voice to take a similar approach. You should also show the demo video, the Remotion video that you see on the landing page for Bridge Voice into the Bridge Voice product page. Review this in complete depth and then update accordingly. Do not launch any sub agents, just work with 1 agent. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna go over here, guys. We're gonna bust out some more pull-ups. Let's go. Go. Let's go. All right, that'll come on. Yeah, GPT 5.6, I expect it to come on Tuesday of next week. It's gonna be interesting. Whoa, did I just glitch out? It's gonna be interesting because Fable is going to get removed from Claude subscriptions on the 7th. So if you look at this, if you look at Polymarket, 77% chance that we get Fable on Tuesday. That's actually so good. That is very likely. So we're probably gonna get it on Tuesday. Guys, it is my birthday this weekend. I'm getting older, okay? I'm getting older. I'm not as young as I once was, all right? I'm about to turn 24. I don't know. I'm getting older, guys. Thank you, guys. But all right, this looks good. Let's go over here. This is looking weird. I don't know why this isn't refreshing. I don't know. Okay. Let's check out the UI for Vibe Academy real quick. This is something that hasn't yet been touched, but will be. So it's running right now. Let's just pull it up in the browser here. What port is it running on? 3006? All right. All right, so this is the UI for Vibe Academy. You guys can let me know what you think. Vibe coding isn't coming, it's already winning. It has some of this. I mean, honestly, it's not bad. We can have Fable touch this, though, and see what Fable's able to do. Or, sorry, oops. I need you to do an in-depth review of the landing page, and note that everything needs to be compacted, more visible on a single screen size. For example, the 200K per year built with vibe coding needs to be compacted, and note that we need to improve it, have less gradients, and improve the overall design. The simpler, the better, and make it a little bit shorter, remove any unneeded sections from the landing page. Too generic for the hero, I would agree. Other YouTubers your age is just creating brain rot. This is gold. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, and really all it comes from, guys, just so that everybody knows, is that I have an incredible passion for vibe coding and entrepreneurship. So I'm trying to do the best that I can to create content, and a lot of people, they enjoy the model reviews, and when I do create content, I appreciate when you guys support me when I do create content, because it is a little bit more of a challenge than just doing what I love, which is vibe coding and building. So it's a necessary evil to create content, and it's one way that I can help you guys learn and stuff, but it's it can be a little bit challenging because that's not my passion. I don't want to become like a content creator, so. All right, this is what it did. Yeah, it does not look good. So put these like in the background. Astro, I'll check it out later. Did you go to college? I did go to college. I didn't finish. Like my freshman year, I had a 4.0 before I realized that it was all just a fraud. I thought it mattered. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, you have to do what you're passionate about. And honestly, like, I had this internship, okay? I had like this summer internship, and you know, I had to drive downtown to downtown Indianapolis. It's like a 45-minute drive, right? And that's when I kind of realized that I did not want to be a part in the rat race. Let's remove these backgrounds. It's cluttering it, and I don't think it looks good. Review and remove, respectively, from the hero. The 200K per year is from vibe coding alone or YouTubing. So the 200 and it's 230. So the 230,000 that you guys see in the title is all from the Stripe subscriptions, okay? None of the money that I make from like YouTube or anywhere else is in the titles. I make way more money from like vibe coding and the actual products. Like, for example, I'll just be completely transparent about it. I'll show you guys how much I make from YouTube, because most of my content, I actually just started turning on like ads on the live streams because I'm just seeing like what it even does, right? Because I'm not sure what it does, but like look at this. So this is my YouTube channel, okay? And so for example, the estimated revenue this month for YouTube is going to be $1,444, okay? And that's for 1.1 million views in the last, month or whatever it is, right? But, if you go to Stripe, like, I just want you guys, just so you guys can see kind of what I look at. It's like, why would I care about YouTube revenue that I make $1,400 when through subscriptions? I mean, I made more yesterday from Stripe subscriptions than a whole month on YouTube, right? So yesterday from Stripe, I made $1,800 from Stripe subscriptions. So a lot of people, they look at it and they're like, oh, people that don't know BridgeMind, or they don't understand, what the mission is, or they don't understand the community super well, they'll say, oh, well, you're not even like, you don't even care about vibe coding, you just care about content creation because you make so much money off of YouTube. And it's like, yeah, no, like $1,400, because most of the streams I don't monetize them. I've been playing around with the monetization. Like, I'll just be like totally transparent with you guys. I turned on the monetization for like the Fable 5 return stream because I wanted to see, like, even if I turn on monetization, what even happens. So for example, for that stream, I made $237. I don't know. It's not really worth it. Like, if people have to see ads and stuff, I just don't know if that's worth it. So I'm playing around with it. I'm gonna see, ultimately, if I can't, the more money that I make, the more things that I'll be able to do to give back to the community. Like, for example, we did a Claude Max subscription giveaway. And, hey, the way that I look at it now is all the money that I make is going to be invested completely back into the community. And, that's always been my mission. Like, a lot of people, it's almost like, do you guys know what delayed gratification is? Are you in debt on Stripe? No, I think that the payouts sometimes, like, let's say if there's like a refund, then it'll all like be like negative $20 or something like that. But it may have said negative here. I want to see if that's what you saw. Let's go back over here. I'm assuming, was it like negative 15 or something like that? Okay, let me see this. So, yeah, negative $15. So it's from like probably like a refund. But I have a payout for $1,700 tomorrow. I don't know. Yeah, negative 15. What does your X content creation pipeline look like? Pretty much, I just I post like while I'm on stream and stuff, and that's much simpler. I create the post myself, and on X, X is an interesting one. X is definitely an interesting place. I love the X platform, to be completely honest. I think that Elon Musk has done a great job with that platform. Okay, okay, chat, W or L on this home hero? W or L, ship software hero. Let's expand this. Ship software at the speed of thought. BridgeMind is the complete vibe coding ecosystem. Every tool you need to ship software with AI under one subscription. Get started, join 13,000 builders. And then it has the products listed out, and there's links to them. So I'm pretty sure you can click this and go to that product page. Yeah, this needs to be updated big time though. But what do you guys think, W or L? You need to make the hero bigger vertically. A lot of L's. People hate it. People hate it. Chat hates it. Stain said he's 50-50. Hero not heroing. All right, but guys, what do you want? Okay, people are saying the hero is too small. Okay, hold on. Which one is it? It's this one right here, right? All right, let's start a fresh chat. What am I drinking? It's electrolytes. All right, let's go back. The hero doesn't look great. It needs to be a little bit larger. And I also need you to add in some sort of background animation that fits with the overall theme, that makes it really unique. And also the blue isn't great. I mean, what color is it supposed to be though? Chat driven development. I mean, I like taking inspiration from chat. If you guys think it's not good, you know. But also, like, from what I experienced, I feel like everybody, because they know that it was built with AI, they will be like, it looks like AI slop, and it's like, I mean, I don't think that the design is like crazy good, but at the same time, like, I think if I saw this, I wouldn't be like, oh, it was built with AI. Okay, WDan said you can always scroll Mobbin MCP or use the MCP. Okay, let's, okay, this is from a certified BridgeBench community member. WDan's been in the community for like, literally, what was it? Under 1,000 subs. All right, let me, okay, so this is Mobbin MCP. WDan. He said you can scroll this for inspiration. Let's see. So we can go here. Sites. Let's go to sites, and then let's go to hero. Ooh. Okay, sites up top has web apps. Yeah. So we're at hero. So this is all right, guys. All right. You guys know me, okay? You know, WDan, I think he's got partnerships, okay? He knows how to sell, okay? WDan, you guys might not know this, but he's actually a salesman, okay? And I am the... I mean, if WDan says to get something, you know what we have to do, okay? We're getting pro. Let's go. Let's upgrade. $10 a quarter. Or $10 a year? Oh, no, $120 a year. Okay, we're going quarterly, all right? $15 per month, billed quarterly. So $45 total. Sold. WDan. All right, let me buy this. Code WDan. Let's go. I kind of like doing the UI, but all right, it's official. Oh my gosh. Oh my. Give someone 10% discount. All right, if you guys want to do this, I don't think this is going to make me money, but if you guys want to try this with me, here's a discount code, 10% off, all right? See, that was actually planned, okay? I said, WDan, you know, you're going to tell me to try something. I'm going to get the referral code. I'm going to get them all to buy it, but this is what I'm doing right now, 10% off. I guess they just gave me this. Tell them that BridgeBench sent you. I don't know. Geo said, hey, man, check out the BridgeBench revamp. I sent Discord yesterday. I think it's what BridgeBench needs. Let chat decide. Okay, let me pull this up. I did see something. Also, Astro sent something, but I can't. Hold on, that's a... Okay, Astro, I'll check that out off stream. It's a little bit more complicated. This one I want to show. Okay, this is from... Hold on, let me see if I can find this. You gotta send a screenshot. I don't click any links. I can't click any links. I'm prohibited from clicking links. Okay, hero sections. So here are all the hero sections that we have for inspiration, okay? Let me know if you guys see one that you like. Yeah, WDN is not actually sponsored, just so you guys know that's a joke. Oh, here's literally the Stripe dashboard. Somebody said, just joined. What are you trying to do? So we are doing a website redesign, okay? BridgeBench gets like, I think it was 20,000 website visits per month. And we're doing a website redesign. Okay, low-key, this one's actually kind of insane, though. This Rubik's Cube one. The resend. Here's Perplexity's one. J35 said 21st Dev got new designs. Well, I just invested $20 into this, or $45 into this, so I mean, what if we actually created something that instead of it just being like a, okay, this is, I'm not seeing any inspiration that we could use, but if you think about BridgeMind, right? One idea would be like the hero is some sort of animation. Like you can see a lot of these are like animations, right? Maybe an idea is that home hero could be like you get to it and it's like a animation that has like terminals that are like Claude Code terminals that like spread out or something. And then, I don't know, just an idea. Use the MCP. I'm not really seeing anything that I like though. Because use the one where the book floats and just change the image. Wait, where was that one? This one right here? I do feel like getting a good UI design is very difficult today. I just finished my new website design with Fable 5 and it looks great. Never been seen. Anyone want to see? Definitely share it in the Discord. Oh, this one's kind of cool. J35, I'm not a big fan of the parallax scrolling effect. I've tried that before. I'm not a huge fan of the parallax. I think Apple even removed it, and it's terrible for SEO, apparently. Okay. Okay, one idea is that you could go with like a linear approach. I mean, with linear, they literally have just a demo. Add Fable to add lightning strikes on the hero page. That's actually a good idea. I kind of like linear's approach. Oh. Okay, guys, I have an idea. I mean, here, let's go to the linear's page. Can I go to their page? Hold up. Can I just click on this and it brings me to their website or something? Let's visit their site. What is this, though? Is this like a video or is this literally just embedded? Oh. Okay, that's actually crazy. Do you see what they did with this? Oh, I have an idea. Okay, somebody yesterday, we worked on it for a little bit, but it didn't look good the first shot. But something that we could do is we could build a component using Fable 5 that is like a demo. Now, the problem with BridgeMind is that you have multiple products in the ecosystem, right? So BridgeAgent's still in beta. The main product in the ecosystem is definitely BridgeSpace. But what you could do is you could make it so that this here, somebody said that cursor has that too. But look at this, it's sick. Look at this. Let's try this, okay? So hold on, I'm gonna do a screenshot of this, okay? And I have an idea, So we're gonna go to BridgeSpace, okay? Whoa. Okay, it actually low-key did make this better though. The update here that this one did is better. But let's try this approach. I have an idea. So let's CD into the BridgeMind UI. And let's run Claude, okay? And what I wanna try is I'm gonna drag and drop this image for reference here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop in, or actually, no. I don't wanna CD into that directory because I need to reference BridgeSpace. So we're gonna go here and drop in BridgeMind UI. And we're also gonna drop in BridgeSpace Tari. And then we're gonna go capture history, drop this in, and then you guys can hear my prompt. The image that you can see here is a screenshot of a hero section from Linear. And I really like their hero section because what they do is they have that header and then underneath it is a fully interactable demo of their product. And what I want you to do is I want to take a similar approach, but I first need you to do a complete review of BridgeSpace and create a component that is a fully responsive, fully interactable demo that can be embedded into the home hero that users can actually kind of click around in. That is similar. If you look at the linear screenshot, that is a actual working demo. And what we want to do is we want to take a similar approach. So I need you to create a component which is an interactable demo of BridgeSpace that we can embed in different places on the website. So you need to do a review of BridgeSpace, and then I need you to create this component that we could then embed into the hero. Don't update the hero yet in BridgeMind, but help me create this interactable demo that we will be able to embed on any page that we want. Review in depth, and then create this demo. Create a plan first. Do not use any subagents. Okay, let's see what we're able to do with this, all right? This is gonna be an interesting one, okay? So let's throw it in plan mode, and we're gonna create this interactable demo. The demo of you listing the products. Wait, hold on. Hold up, sorry guys, I'm reading the chat now. This prompt could have been 2 sentences. All right. I did forget respectively. Yeah, get BridgeSpace partially interactive on the web. Yes, that's what we're gonna try. That's what we're gonna try. Okay, I do like somebody in the chat. Shout out to Foch. He says you need an opening for the hero, black screen, lightning strike, bam, demo appears. That is such a good idea. Let's do that. That's a good idea. That is such a good idea. Respectively, I know. I need to unsubmit the prompt so I can add respectively. Please check Discord support. Hold on, let me see this. Okay. Okay, Ren, let me do this. Let me Fable Max this real quick, and I'll help you out here. And we do need to push an update to BridgeSpace anyway, so BridgeSpace Tari. I need you to do, what happened? I need you to do an in-depth review of this bug report and note that we need to fix this issue without breaking existing functionality. Would you review this user's bug report and create a structured plan to get this fixed? Okay, Gio, I'll check this out. Hold up. All right, submit this. Hold up. Over here. Recommend cuts. Delete the hero. Okay. Okay, Bridge Wife, I need you. If you guys were watching the stream yesterday, it's kind of funny. So my girlfriend was over, right? And she had to do something in my house, but she was over on stream, and I asked her, I said, how many push-ups do you want me to do? And she goes like this. She told me to do 100 push-ups, so I had to drop a 100 bomb. Okay, I was under a lot of pressure. Okay, Bridge GF was in the room. I was sweating. I was like, shoot, that's a lot of pressure. I got to drop a 100 bomb for the first time. Okay, this is what Gio did send. Chat, what do you guys think about this hero section? Drop a W or L in the chat. This is what he shared. He said he wanted to hear what chat thinks. This is the hero sections that he made. Just drop a W or L, whatever you think. I did do 74. I did do 74, but then she was like, after the stream, she was like screaming at me and stuff about that I didn't hit 100 bomb for her, and that like how much of a disappointment I was to her. You know, it was tough. You know, it's tough. It's tough. Got to get up to 100 bomb, guys. You've used 98% of your Fable limit. Yeah, dude, that sucks. Also, I'm just kidding, guys. And for anybody that didn't notice, that was a joke. She did not scream at me. All right. Also, guys, let's hit some more pull-ups, chat. Let's hit some more pull-ups. Let's hit some more pull-ups. This is going to be super interesting to see. It's this agent right here. This is kind of the main focus right now. I mean, if we can get an interactable demo working for BridgeSpace, we can embed that in the hero. And I think that that would be so sick. And then maybe we could do the same thing for BridgeAgent. So it's going to create it at, there's already an existing BridgeSpace demo, but this one was built yesterday and it's terrible. It's terrible. This is the one we did yesterday. We tried it. It looked terrible. So we didn't deploy it, but we'll see. We'll see what this one does. All right, let's hit some pull-ups, guys. If you guys haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. Also, if you didn't know, BridgeMind is the largest vibe coding community on the internet. One of the mods can drop if you could drop a link to the Discord, make sure you join. We didn't just break, we exploded past 13,000 members. We had a crazy, what did you guys think about the project sharing event yesterday? Wasn't that the craziest project sharing event we've ever had? It was literally, somebody won a Claude Max subscription. It was awesome. He created 11 people got to present, and somebody built a Minecraft first-person shooter game, and it looked insane. He won a Claude Max subscription, but I thought that was probably one of our yeah, that's fine. One of the coolest demos we've had. Okay, let's hit these pull-ups, guys. I think that's good. Yeah. Go. Somebody said the project sharing event was insane. It was so sick. So sick. Hold up. X is so quiet today. X is very quiet. Oh my gosh, people are crazy. Look at this. People know nothing. BridgeBench is a fake benchmark, and the creator is a grifter. I just want you guys to know, like, whatever you do, okay, you're gonna get hate, okay? You're gonna get hate. And, you know, I just want you guys to know, like, for example, hey, the BridgeBench results yesterday, if you guys saw this, what is it? It got 1.7 million views, right? So, you know, people will hate on you with whatever you do. I think that anybody that knows BridgeMind, I mean, you guys know that I'm not a grifter, and that, hey, ultimately, what I'm passionate about is I'm passionate about vibe coding. So, you know, don't get down when people hate on you. Don't let those voices get in your head. You know, definitely as I've gotten bigger and BridgeMind has grown, there's a lot more of it. And I just want to encourage you guys, you know, whatever you're doing, don't let haters get in, right? And honestly, like, I actually was reading, if you guys know Ryan Holiday, you know, he says that, like, when people hate on you and stuff, one thing that you need to make sure that you do is that you don't hate on them back, and that you don't give them a hard time back, because then that means that there's just as much hate in your heart as there is in theirs. So just like an interesting concept I was reading about. Sometimes it can get a little bit challenging when there's a lot of it. It doesn't, like, I promise you, like, just so you guys know, it does weigh on you mentally, like 100%. It's like hard for it not to, right? But you just have to kind of push through it. And, you know, I just want you guys to know that's something that I deal with daily, right? Like, you know, I doubt that that person has ever seen, you know, watched a BridgeMind stream and knows who you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know. If they're hating you are doing something right, it means you are drawing attention. I guess, yeah. Yeah, Eper, yeah. The best revenge is to not be like them, yeah. Let them hate but take criticism. Vibe coding is real, but will it be sustainable? Yeah, I mean, my approach to vibe coding and my thoughts on vibe coding has definitely been, I would say, proven. Like, when I started vibe coding in my college dorm room 3.5 years ago, it's getting close to 4 now. But, you know, I literally remember I was talking to my older brother, and I literally told my older brother, I said, dude, software development is like completely going to change. Because at the time I was coding manually for about 6 months, and I was telling my older brother, I said, dude, it's all going to change, and basically like start like just everything's going to be built with AI. And we had like ChatGPT 3.5, right? And what I've seen over the past several years is that this technology is like exploding. And if you just rewind the clock like 1 year, okay, 1 year, it's completely different what's possible now. So W. Dan said personal benchmarks are the future. Every major company will have their own benchmarks. 100%, yeah. Yeah, Splitfire, yeah, that's exactly what my brother is like. But my brother is very supportive. Sometimes you'll see him in the chat. But where is the top? I think that we have a lot further to go, to be honest with you. We have a lot further to go. Yeah, Ryan Holiday is awesome. I like Ryan Holiday a lot. D. Hockley, he says that he's got 40 sessions running and it froze. That may be an issue depending just on your computer, right? Like that's a common thing. Like it depends on your specs and what's running in the terminals. Robot Bolt, what's up, man? I'm sold on games now after what I've seen. That Claude Max winner software is not interesting anymore. Yeah, I actually was thinking about that too. Like, I think that probably what will happen is that you guys are starting to see like a new frontier to definitely look into is game development. If you guys think about, you know, Roblox, I know a lot of people that are making Roblox games. Somebody presented that yesterday too. Check the status. Jing said, Matt, your live stream really inspires me to keep working, not only vibe coding. That's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah. I mean, the community, we all inspire each other. You guys inspire me just as much as I inspire any of you. So ultimately, you know, that's what we're here for. I know that a lot of people are, you know, lurkers in the chat that are just grinding alongside. And, you know, I just want you to know that, you know, I hope that you guys are all doing good and moving forward in life and learning and getting better every day, because that's what the community is all about. So I don't like what do you guys think about this color? It completely switched the color to like it switched the primary color. I don't know how I feel about that. Would have taken months to do something like that before? Yeah. Do you think GTA 5 can be built vibe coding? I mean, I don't have any experience with game development myself. I would definitely consider once BridgeMind is kind of at... Oh, wow, look at this, guys. We actually do have that... why does it show up here and not for the other one? Look at this. We have a context bar here. Do you guys see this? So it worked here. Does it work on this one? Not this one. Yeah, I don't like the color. The color changed. Okay. Who's excited to see this demo? I'm actually it's been working for almost 12 minutes now. If we can get like a super strong demo, are you on another subscription today? I do have 3 subscriptions, yes. So I am on another subscription. We can check my usage on this subscription. So far, we are on this sub, this one got maxed out. Hold on. Oh, I'm using usage-based credits right now. Oh, shoot. Wait, what? How's this? I don't even know how this one's still working. Oh, I'm out of usage credits. I just hit my limit. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a log out here. I'm going to log out. I'm going to log back into another subscription. All right, which subscription is it? Ah, it's annoying. I'm going to get into my second subscription now. This is why vibing is rough. Why? The limits? When Fable 6? Probably soon. All right. Second subscription. Here we come, guys. All right, we're in. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a resume. Uh-oh. All right, what was it? It was this one, right? So is this session here, and copy this. Okay, and what I'll do, I'll paste this, I'll run resume, and then now if we check usage, look at that, perfect, 0% used, we are good. So I'm just gonna do continue now. And I also, let's just make sure this is using, hold up. I wanna make sure that's the right model. Alex, what's up, man? He said, hey, I can give you a free audit of the website, not trying to sell you anything, just paying back for the inspiration. Senior web designer here, 20 years of experience. Yeah, man. Join the Discord and send me a DM. Thank you, Alex. I'm really inspired by you, and I've been working on my own project. If you like the design, we can work on improving your design together. Search Hizab AI. You should definitely demo it in a project sharing event, dude, because that's kind of the best way to get your stuff out in the community. And that's the best way for me to also check it out, because that's the time that I put aside to kind of check out what you guys are doing in the community. Do you know when ChatGPT 5.6 is going to drop for everyone? So it is going to drop next week. I do expect that it will drop on Tuesday. Okay, so Tuesday, we're going to have a crazy BridgeMine release stream. I think that there's like a 76% chance or odds on Polymarket, which the insiders are in on it. But I think what they're going to do is once Fable 5 is pulled out of the subscriptions, they're also going to launch it when Fable 5 gets pulled out. So it makes sense that they would do that. But if we look at Polymarket, this is what we're seeing on Polymarket right now. 77%. So that's like highly, highly likely. How confident are you that 5.6 Sol is better than Fable? Well, I'm not confident. We can't be sure until we actually get hands on the model and are able to do tests and stuff. But it looks to me like it has for sure a lot of potential. GPT models do well on that terminal benchmark anyway. So that's definitely one thing that you have to kind of like keep your eye out for, is that, hey, that benchmark that we're looking at, it's good anyway. So definitely something to be mindful of. Did you end up testing Higfield yesterday? I didn't. I bought the subscription, but I haven't yet purchased or like actually tried it yet. I definitely would like to, though. I'm new. Is there some overview or something on what you're doing? I would just recommend that you check out the website. It's going to give you a breakdown of everything that we're working on. But in short, BridgeMind is a vibe coding ecosystem where with one subscription, you get access to all the tools that you need to be able to vibe code. I'm kind of getting like not necessarily worried, but turning 24 is definitely like an interesting moment, guys. Turning 24, I'm getting older. Okay, I'm not as young as I once was when I was 22. The thing is, though, is I feel like you're kind of. I mean, I'm 24, not yet. this weekend I'm turning 24. But I always like set 25 in my mind as a goal of like kind of, I remember talking to one of my buddies and just being like, dude, we basically like have to do everything that we can before we're 25, because once we get older, we won't be able to do the things that we are able to do now, right? And I talk about this, but it's like, hey, once you have a wife and kids and stuff, you really are a lot you're limited in what you're able to do, right? Like you're not going to be able to do the same things when you're 24 with very little responsibilities versus when you get married, when you have kids, you're going to have a lot more responsibilities. Bro is going unk. Yeah. What did you do in college? Literally in college, so I went to college for a finance degree, right? But that's where I kind of realized that, like, I mean, people go to college, right? And you kind of like go to college in your mind. You're like, I go to college because I should go to college so I can get a job, right? So I can get a good job. And then you go to college, and then it's like, well, what do you do? You go get a job. And for me, it was like I go work at some bank and I work for like 10 years. Like if I got a job that you would get with a finance degree out of Purdue, it would be at like some bank, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley. I worked an internship at like a very big retirement firm when I was like 20, and I hated it. And the reason I hated it is because I was like, am I really gonna do this like the rest of my life? Like, am I going to do this for like the next 10 years? And that's why I decided like, oh no, I've got to start to take risks and like really try to make something of myself, you know? Okay, it says that it's done. It says that the interactable demo is done. Would you now update the home hero of the website to properly integrate the demo and update the hero to have this demo similar to how it is in the screenshot for reference from Linear? Review this and update the hero accordingly. All right, let's see what this is able to do now. So we're going to grab this hero here. This was the one that we grabbed from Linear that kind of gave us the inspiration for this, but this is a one-shot. We'll see what it's able to do. Yeah, but when I was in college, that's when I really started to get into software development, and I did teach myself. I've read all the textbooks that you see up there, Python, web development, React, and then AI came, and that's when I was like, oh my gosh, like the world's going to completely change. Like this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to be on like the ground floor of something like truly big. And I'm not even kidding. Like I talked to some of my buddies that they even talk to me now if I ever talk to them, and when we're catching up and stuff, they're like, dude, you just kind of disappeared and you fell off the face of the earth. Like we could have had so much fun, like going out to bars and partying and stuff. And I was just like, honestly, dude, like the only reason that I'm where I am today is because I basically sacrificed an insane amount when I was in college. I didn't hang, like there were times where I just wouldn't even talk to anybody. Like I'd just be in my dorm room coding. You know what I mean? Vibe coding too. Like, and nobody else got it, right? And I was like, just all in. And sometimes that's the sacrifice that's needed to do something truly great, right? It's like cut off all distractions, you go all in. And it's like, yeah, I look back and I'm like, would drinking in college and like going out to bars, would that really have fulfilled me? Would I have been able to build BridgeMine 3 years later had I like been wasting my weekends? I don't know. Somebody said that there needs to be balance. So that's what a lot of people say, and people also say they're like you're only going to be able to do this once while you're in college. But you could say that the other way too. Like I wouldn't have been able to just like fully focus in on vibe coding for an entire like 2 years when I was in college, right? Because all I did was vibe code, and it was with ChatGPT then, but that then gave me the skills needed to be able to be successful today, right? So instead of drinking and like, I literally I was in monk mode, so to speak. I was kind of took the standpoint of like girls are distractions. I was not hanging out with any girls. I was not talking to any girls. I had one friend. He's even been on the stream, NS, if you guys remember him. He's been on the stream before. We would just be like in our dorm rooms, vibe coding, nothing else, heads down, like, and that's what helped me then get the skills I need to go, do greater things. But you need to get unbalanced to get ahead. Yeah, I would agree with that. Balance doesn't exist. Why don't you, the ponytail, I haven't heard of that. How did you manage your financial stuff while taking this risk? Did you save money, or you used to work while going all in on vibe coding? So literally my mindset, like when I was in college, I was down to like my last $2,000 when I was like 20 years old, okay? And I'm not even kidding. I was so honestly, looking back, I was crazy. I was investing money into like servers and stuff. And I was just thinking in my mind, I was like, I don't care if I have to sell my car. And that was actually my plan. I was gonna, as soon as I ran out of money, I was gonna sell my car so that I could keep the servers up. And thankfully it worked out, and I didn't have to do that. But literally, I'm the risk taker, and I will go like all in on things. Like, and I will invest money. I will take risks. So there is some element of risk that you do need to take in life to be successful, in my opinion. And I'm not even kidding. I was in college, and I was down to my last 2,000, and I was a month. Okay, we just got the hero dropped in. Okay, here's the hero. All right, check this out, guys. Here's our update. This is a one shot. We're gonna do more. This needs to be significantly improved, but it is. That kind of is interesting. I mean, it is. Okay. Okay, good work, but I need you to significantly improve the design of the bridge space demo. Right now, it is not a digital twin of bridge space. I need you to review bridge space again and note that it needs to be a digital twin. The demo that you created is okay, but it needs significant improvements to be more similar to the actual bridge space. Would you review bridge space again and improve the design of the demo respectively? All right. It definitely needs improvement, but oops. On. But this is what we have so far. Let's two-shot this and see how far we can get. Hold on. This is why Bridge Voice is so great. Hold up. I have my prompt in the history here. So I'm going to @bridge space. Tell it to import the components from the Electron app. I don't think that it should import the components, but if you guys remember from the Remotion video, we should be able to get a better demo for it. Future is bright. We need OpenAI to step up. Anthropic needs more competition. I totally agree. My balance outside of work is eating at B-dubs once a week. Respectively counter when. We do need one. We do need one, Spitfire. Do you think that the best marketing for every product is like coding it on YouTube? That's just how I've done it, right? So you can look at that and you can say, okay, well, that's how I did it, right? But at the same time, like, that's not what works for everybody. Like, everybody has a different way to do marketing. And the reason that I did the live streaming is for more reasons than just like, I mean, if I had started the live streaming and whatnot just for the sole purpose of like, this is what's gonna, make me a bunch of money, it was more so like, it just came out of like passion. So I've always had that passion for vibe coding, like I've shared with you guys, of like, hey, I've been doing this for 3.5 years, ever since the release of ChatGPT. And, hey, this is just my passion. So if, let's say you take away all the ARR, I'm still going to be doing this because this is just my passion. And that's what, like, for you guys that are wondering, hey, what should I create? Just look internally and ask yourself, what am I passionate about? And how can I somehow build a company or build a product around that passion so that, when you do have moments where things are really challenging, because I'll be honest, guys, this journey has been the most difficult thing that I've ever done in my life. The hate, the everything, right? Like, just the amount of backlash of like all these different things, like, it's not fun, right? And there's definitely been times where it's just been like super challenging of like, oh, the revenue isn't, I think for the first 100 days, we were under $1,000 in revenue, right? And that's insane. 100 days, imagine that, 100 days live streaming, under $1,000 in revenue, right? Because, the live streaming in public or vibe coding in public, that wasn't validated yet. As soon as I validated it, I feel like a lot of other people have started doing it, which I think is great, right? Like, make it a trend, But, it was tough. Isn't the AI market already fully saturated? Not at all, no. If someone starts coding today, should C++, is it necessary, or Python can do fine along for vibe coding? It literally doesn't matter. The real skill is that you get good at vibe coding. Ultimately, if you're good at vibe coding, like I can code in Swift just fine using the same exact principles that I used to build everything, right? Like it doesn't matter. If you're a good vibe coder, you can do anything. Also, guys, what do you guys think so far about this interactable demo? Yeah, W Dan just said daily reminder that we are so early. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Yeah, like if you guys think that vibe coding is big now, wait for the models to get better, okay? This has happened. I've talked to people in the community that said, oh, I was so against it. And then, Opus 4.5 came out and I saw how good it was and I went all in on it, right? There is still a long way to go. Like even the speeds of the models, the capabilities of the models. I mean, imagine how good the models are going to be 2 years from now, right? Everyone's adopted vibe coding. Definitely not. Definitely not. Yeah, Sane said imagine a year from now. Yeah. Yeah, a year from now is going to be absolutely off the charts. What do you think of Goal and why use it? I don't use Goal a bunch. Sometimes it can be a little bit overkill. Like if you're going to bed, I mean, you could set a couple goals, and I think that it would be helpful to do that. But, it's really up to you. I need you to review the About page on the website and note that it needs a complete redesign. Remove the section with the profile image about Matthew Miller and completely redesign it using the copywriting skill. Note that BridgeMind is the home of the vibe coding movement, and the largest community of vibe coders have a section for joining the Discord, and also have information about the vibe coding ecosystem, and have some information about the founder, Matthew Miller, and how he started BridgeMind with his passion for vibe coding in his college dorm room. But make the About section very short and concise and improve the design of it. Uncle Alert. You guys are killing me. Uncle Alert. I know, guys. I'm getting older. 24. I don't know. I don't know if I can. The problem is that I am going to start to get to an age. I mean, if I plan to do BridgeMind like for the foreseeable future, right? Like obviously I'm going to continue to do this for a long time. But I'm like, dude, am I going to be doing like push-ups and stuff when I'm 30 and stuff? Probably not. So I can only do this now, right? Yeah, I don't know what the jewels are either, but I'll take them. I appreciate it, Stain. Why don't you use swap to Claude accounts? Why don't you use swap to swap Claude accounts? I have 9 Claude Max, and CSwap has changed the game. I actually don't know what that is. I've never heard of it. Splitfire over on Twitch said, bro makes 30 sound like the end. Well, I'm not there yet, right? So I can't speak on it, right? So I can speak on everything up until this point, but I can't speak on 30. I don't know. I'm going to get married and stuff, like maybe have a kid, have a little Bridge Junior. I don't know. Life is going to change with Bridge Junior. I don't know. That's actually what his name is going to be. Bridge Junior. What do you guys think? I'm going to say no, honey. His name has to be Bridge Jr. I don't care if he gets bullied. I mean, shoot, he's gonna be born and be doing push-ups immediately. I mean, that's gonna be awesome. All right, we have an error here. Fix this error here. Check out the new frontier model coming from Meta. I did hear about that. The watermelon model, I did hear something about that. Have you tried using loop goal instead of each alone? New Claude Code version offers combining commands in one message. I have not seen that. All right. Let's go to BridgeAgent. Does everybody have cool plans for the 4th? Anybody got some fun plans? If you guys are unaware, it's the 4th of July in the US. So I'm going to like a party tonight for like a fireworks party. Someone I know in my business is in his 50s and dropping 100 bombs. No lie, he is locked in. Well, that gives me hope. That gives me hope. I tell people, Sam and Minnie's Bub said work. I mean, that's the BridgeBench community right there. Yeah, true. Elon does have 8 kids and 5 businesses, but he's also, I don't know, like, I was thinking about it. You know, people ask me about like whether I would get like YC and stuff, you know, for funding. And really my approach with that is that, you know, I'm doing BridgeMind in a very large sense for the freedom of it, right? Where, hey, I would rather have what I have today in all the freedom that I have, right? And like, hey, I'm very comfortable with, you know, what I'm doing now, right? I would rather have this with all of this freedom to be able to wake up and like, hey, if I don't want to stream, then I'm not going to stream. Like if I don't feel like it, I won't do it. You know, I'm my own boss. I get to do what I want. Whereas if I went out and I got VC funding, all of a sudden we have to maximize profitability. We have to maximize revenue. Go. We just invested 2 million. Let's make 50, right? And that's kind of how like the VC game works. And I don't want to be involved in it. You know, I'd rather have what I have now than an extra 20 million. Right? Because if I had that, hey, like, yeah, maybe I would get more money down the line ultimately. But that's not really what I'm doing it for. Like, I love what I'm doing right now. So I'd rather love what I'm doing than be a slave to, like, a VC just so I can make more millions. You know, it's like, it doesn't make any sense. If you want a 1 billion company, then it's good though. 100%, yeah. If you want that, then go do it, right? Go crush it. But I personally don't want it. All right, let's try this. Loops were not. You're having issues with loops. Look, I click start on this loop. It's not doing anything. Hold on, let's launch another workspace here. Try cloning a horror game that you haven't done before. Use loop and goal. Thank you, Wissy. I appreciate it. All right, let's figure out what's going on there with the looping. I need you to review the functionality with looping and note that on the loops page, I was clicking start loop and it wasn't starting a loop. Would you review this and figure out what is causing this bug and help me fix it? Thank you, Jake. I'm gonna put this in play mode. I'm gonna close this one. Okay, it looks like the demo here got updated. It looked like it updated the color scheme, but it didn't actually update the. This Fable agent isn't doing a great job. Also, somebody did ask about the scrolling issue. I did see that. Hold on, let me pull this up. Somebody submitted. It was. Is it what, this one? Yeah, hold on. I want you to review this scroll issue that was reported and then was fixed, but it appears that there is an additional bug in it. Would you review this and pinpoint the exact cause of the bug and create a structured plan to fix this? Would you review this error and bug that was reported and note that it was fixed, but it appears that there's an additional issue with the scrolling functionality now? Would you review this and create a structured fix based off of the user's feedback? Scrolling, probably new full screen to UI and Cloud Code Windows. Do you have any regression suites to test the functionalities of the different projects? Yeah, so I do have pretty complete testing suites, and in my CI/CD pipelines, I do have it structured in a way where it's not going to deploy if it's, if there's bugs in it and stuff. No music. I'm still having an issue with the Mac OS capture, but a lot of people like it because they're able to listen to their own music. So literally, I think that we've taken a poll before, and it's like 50-50, so I'll let you guys, we had some music on the stream earlier, but I'm going to let you guys listen to your own music on stream. Grind along with me. Gio, we did take a look at the demo that you did send. Okay, the updates are coming in here for the interactable demo. But look, there's a bug in it now. See this? It's like blank. Change just like whatever the background effect is. How many accounts? I'm using 3 Claude Max subscriptions right now. Oh wow, we're up to 407 likes. Let's go, guys. Let's set a new like goal. Let's get to 500 likes, chat. Let's hit some more pull-ups. If you guys are watching, haven't already liked the stream, make sure you do so. We've got 671 people watching over on YouTube. Let's hit some more. Let's hit some more pull-ups. Let's go. This demo is still being worked on by this agent here. It's not looking great right now, but we'll see what it's able to do. We'll let it finish and then we'll do a follow-up, but not loving what I'm seeing right now, though, to be honest. Go. Have you tried running Goal or Loop? I have, yes. Okay, what is this doing? It's working for 16 minutes? Come on, Fable. It's just a demo, an interactable demo. I don't feel like this should be that hard. Bridge Swarm. It's just that this is blank. Like, what is this doing? It's been symbioting for way too long. All right, this is ready. All right, let's open up this. Let's go over to, how's the community page looking now? Let's go to Discord. See what it did. Is this legit? Are there 2,896 people online right now? Hold up. Did it integrate with the correct? Wait, I didn't even ask for it to do that. Do you guys see this? 2,896 people online, 13,358 members. Is that legit? Like, it didn't hard code that? Let's check. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that's actually right. So that did that without me even, it's just a Discord embed, but I didn't even ask it to do that. So that's crazy. Also, I hate how it changed the primary color, guys. You can also show the Discord page hero should be that. I'm pretty sure this is the Discord page hero. Yeah, do you guys like this? W if you guys like this. I didn't even know that it could do that, and it just did it. Inside the server, that's not true. It didn't make it a lot larger. We changed the primary color of this randomly. Recently, the primary color of context switching. The website was changed to this red or whatever this primary color is. We want to change it back to the blue that matches the logo. Would you update the primary color respectively to the blue that matches the logo? I don't like this red primary color. How did you create the Remotion video? That was amazing. Thank you, man. Yeah, we did pretty much what I did. It wasn't just like a singular prompt. It's just like a workflow. And the workflow was basically like, hey, I want you to go review the app, right? So I first had it review the app. Then I prompted it to create a plan. Yeah, Fable did make it a Claude color. It did do that. You're right. That's funny. But I had it go and do a review of the app first, and then I had it create a plan to create a marketing video that encapsulated exactly what the app looked like, all of its sell points, and I went through a process, and it did a pretty good job. I think you might have sold the bag with the usable demo. I'm not sure if I showed uncordeds yesterday, but when you tell the agents to use the actual UI components in Shell, any changes, live update. Okay, let me try this. So use the actual components. I feel like this is not turning out. Oh, whoa, hold up. Okay, this is actually looking better now. This is looking much better now, guys. Okay, first of all, okay, there we go. That is something that is much, that we can work with this. And can I click around? Nice. Okay, this is actually like pretty accurate. This is much, much better. You're making 230K plus a year? I am, yes. Here's the Stripe dashboard. So far today, $751. I don't know if I just lagged out a bunch, but let me know. $751. Yesterday I made $1,825. But if you guys don't know, you can make money with vibe coding. Another member of the community recently just, he literally just launched his app and he's making 16K. I mean, what a legend. Does this even work? Okay, these buttons don't work. But maybe we could get that to work as well. But guys, it actually needs actual lightning strikes. Dude, let's do it. I'm so down. Okay, this is much better though. I have to say, much better on this. Nice. All right. Yeah, the chat likes it. Yeah, W in the chat if you guys like it. W in the chat. But yes, much better. I don't like it. It did some marketing for Claude here, is all I have to say. It said, hey, we'll take care of this for you, okay? We have a good theme for you, okay? It's Claude. But that is much, much better. I'm very happy about that. Yeah, remove the, yeah, I'll do that. I agree with you. The orange corner borders will remove that, but yeah, that is freaking awesome. It even has like responsiveness, guys. That's insane. What? Oh my gosh. You can even prompt it, guys. That's so funny. Look at this. You can prompt it. That's awesome. Okay, Herd is adjacent and their site is solid. All right, let me check this out, WDan. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, you're right, WDan. That's very similar. Somebody said fake prompt. How? What do you mean? Lets you change the theme and the same way as the actual app. Okay, let's improve that. But this is definitely the second shot was a big improvement for sure. I'm actually gonna take this agent here. I'm gonna move it to its own workspace, and we'll label this one Bridge Space Demo, just so that we kind of have it there. That was FABLE 5. Yes, that was FABLE 5. Yeah, but that's huge. What headphones am I using? These are the Apple Pro Maxes or whatever they are. Yeah, it's huge improvement there. All right, this one's updating the primary one, or maybe it wasn't the primary. Hold on. I'm talking about the tone of this button here. This color. This color here. Check out the screenshot. I meant this color. New to the channel, nice work. Are you on Max, OAuth, or API? I'm just using Claude Code right now, and I have 3 Claude Max subscriptions, and we're just kind of like letting it rip right now. I mean, so far, I mean, the Discord update, honestly, that was pretty cool because I didn't even ask for it to do that. You know, I think that's like one of the coolest parts about it is the fact that I didn't even ask it to do that and it did it anyway. That's so sick. So cool. So I go to community, I go to Discord. Really, the community should be at the top. I'm going to change the model here to, honestly, let's use Sonnet. Let's expand this real quick. I need you to update the ordering of the community dropdown in the header. Note that we want the Discord community to be. All right, there's the color update. Also, if you take a look at the Discord community page, it has a bunch of hard-coded things about the server that aren't actually true. You can just remove those. For example, inside the server, it has a bunch of fake information. It would be great if you could have information about project sharing events where every week vibe coders and builders inside the BridgeMine community are able to share their projects in front of the community to thousands of people. That it would be nice to have a section about that. All right, we'll use, let's see Sonnet 5. I mean, after the update, I mean, I thought that this model was a complete disaster, but we'll see how it functions here. I am locked in. How's the BridgeSpace mobile native app coming along? It's good, yeah. I mean, the biggest thing is, like, I want that to ship out with BridgeSpace 4 is really a big goal for me. Oh my gosh, the demo got so good. That is huge. Okay, we'll improve it too. We'll improve it. 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Okay. Demo is getting much, much better. Okay, hold on here. Did I miss a message? Check if the prompt is not actually prompting stuff. What do you mean? Am I using ShadCN components? I am, yeah. Drive BridgeSpace in your browser. Does this work? Let me see this. What happens when I click this? I think that can be just removed. No need for this here. This button, I don't like that. kind of not needed. How's the fix for the scrolling issue going? I think one of the agents is working on it. I think it's going to be a one-shot. I dropped in all your information, so it should be a pretty easy fix. And then it'll ship out with the latest update. Thank you, by the way. All right, apparently the music is back. Do you have a design system to stay consistent over the products? I do, yes. I have a design MD file. That's the best way approach to, you create a design MD file. All right, I'm going to switch the model again. We'll go Sonnet again. In the home hero, would you remove this here that says drive bridge space in your browser? I do not have plans for a trip to India. Okay, I think the music just cut out. I have no idea why it does that. Now it's back. What is Sonnet used for? Well, when Sonnet initially launched, I was definitely not a big fan. I'm testing it out now because I do want to see, like, hey, after their servers have gotten a be able to process all this. If we look at Sonnet right now, let's just do a quick check on, like, hey, how fast is it running at the moment? 60 tokens per second. Any thoughts on Fable 5? Is it good? Is it overhyped? I think it's good. It's not better than the Fable 5 that we initially had. There's definitely some areas where they've nerfed it, specifically with the guardrails. If you look at this, 60 tokens per second on Sonnet 5, and then if you look at Opus 4.8, it's running at 43. So I guess with Sonnet, you get about a 50% bump in speeds. May said, love your consistency, by the way. It keeps motivating me. Keep doing, buddy. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. How come your in-app browser doesn't have a screenshot function? Let's build one. This is a feature request. Would you review this and create a structured plan to build this into bridge space, respectively? I know what you guys are about to say. Okay, that's removed. In the demo section, would you remove these blue corner borders and round the edges of the demo component? Are those 6 separate accounts of Claude Code? No, they're one, and then once I run out of usage on one, I'll switch to another account. So if I do usage here, 33% usage, 38% usage. I mean, the usage on the 5-hour limit is quite good. It's the weekly usage that you have to look out with for the current week. I maxed out one account already, so I have 3 Claude Max subscription. I maxed out one account. I'm gonna max out this one probably tomorrow. Try Devon Security Swarm. Okay, Caveman Crafting over on Twitch said, I have a question in regards to your active development. Are your agents building live against your production environment for BridgeMind, or do you have some sort of CI/CD in place from deploying things that break the production space? So I do have a CI/CD pipeline. I do have a pretty robust CI/CD pipeline, and that's one of the most challenging things to build is CI/CD pipelines. Okay, what about that lightning bolt? Somebody said a lightning bolt would be so sick on the home hero. Let's do it. I mean, I don't know how it would look now. Oh my gosh. Okay, the rounded borders was definitely the move. Look at this now. Okay, Sonnet. Okay, great work. Would you now help me do the exact same thing with the demo remotion videos that are on the landing page? Remove those borders and then round the borders just a little bit on the demo remotion videos on the landing page. Okay, Sonnet actually isn't too bad. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. That is so sick. Let's go. All right, chat. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Yeah, black lighting. Yeah, we need a lightning bolt that when you load the website, lightning bolt. BridgeMind approved. Yeah, this is getting the BridgeMind approval. Ship software at the speed of thought. What did I use Sonnet for? I used it just to like do a really simple thing to round the borders, but look at that. That actually, like, small details like that, it really does make a pretty substantial difference. So I don't like this effect here. All right, did the same thing with our motion videos. Let's shrink this. All right, I'm gonna drop in BridgeMind UI. I want you to review the animations and the background on the home hero, and note that users are asking for a lightning bolt effect on the home hero as soon as the website loads to go along with the branding of BridgeMind and the lightning bolt logo. Would you create this insane graphic animation of a lightning bolt in the background when the website loads and have it do the lightning every like 5 to 10 seconds? I don't know. That'll be so sick. Lightning. Sloped borders are a big hit in UX UI. I was seeing that the other day. Yeah. Thank you, Stain. Why can't we open MP4 files in the BridgeSpace browser? Let's build it. Let's build it. Keep it coming, guys. Literally any feedback, I will drop it into Claude Code immediately. Would you review this feature request and do a complete review and figure out what we need to do to integrate this feature request? Create a plan first. What database are we using? Postgres. Use 3JS plus WL, GAL, WebGL shaders for the lightning. Let's see what it does. We'll see what it does. What is the third agent cooking for 20 minutes? This one was working on, I don't even forget. Honestly, I forget what I was working on. Oh, this one was fixing a bug in scrolling. It looks like it's fixed. Yeah, you guys can pause the stream and look at it, but somebody had a bug that they reported and it's done now. All right, so sick. Could a small dev team even compete with this? You literally just built 10 new features in the last hour. I mean, not a dev team that, I mean, if a dev team is just writing code, I don't know. Like any of these things, like this demo that we just built, right? Like if you didn't have AI, that probably would take a week to build, right? But with AI now, it's just so easy. Let's figure out ways to make this demo better now. Okay, you did a great job the second time around here, but I want to improve the demo even further. Allow users to be able to click settings and do things like change the theme, and then allow them to be able to click notifications, and even like in the demo, have a notification pop up in the first few seconds that shows an alert in the notifications header so that users can see the notifications functionality. Also allow them to click the button to see the right side browser with the in-app browser and the skills, and also allow them to play with the voice orchestration agent as well. Review this and make the demo even better. You are on the right track. Keep going. Review BridgeSpace for reference to how all of these features look and function. Is there a free trial for BridgeMind? There is not. But if you guys are interested in trying out BridgeMind, let's do a fire sale for anybody that's interested in trying it out. These do go very quickly. I'll look at pricing real quick. So I do recommend the Pro plan, because with the Pro plan, that does give you access to pretty much the entire suite of vibe coding tools. So you get access to Bridge Voice, you get access to BridgeAgent, and you get access to Bridge MCP and Bridge Space, whereas Basic only gives you access to Bridge Space. But let's do this. I'm going to do a coupon. So anybody that is interested in trying out BridgeMind, this is going to be day 202. We're going to do 67% off today. I'm feeling generous. And we're going to do this for the basic plan, the ultra plan, and the pro plan. And this is going to be 67% off forever. And the code for this is just day 202. So go check it out. Here's the coupon, day 202. And it's at bridgemind.ai for anybody wondering. All right. The demo is so sick. That was definitely the right call. You're kind of just replacing the functionality of companies like Novatic with this demo built out. Well, you know what's interesting? Yeah, you know what? Isn't that the same thing that you showed me? I don't know how long ago it was now, but it was a few months ago. This is what Dan just sent. But I remember you telling me, you had used this for your company, Dan. And it is interesting to see that, like, I mean, this is, you guys can see it. We just built this, and this is like, this will probably lead to much higher conversions, to be completely honest with you guys. This is going to be really strong, I think. But maybe we could do the exact same thing now for BridgeAgent and Bridge Voice. So we not only have remotion videos, but then we have in-app demos, basically. Yeah, you bring your subscriptions to BridgeMind. Somebody was asking that in the chat. You bring your subscriptions. So I'm using Claude subscriptions. I'm using Codex subscriptions in BridgeMind. The credits in BridgeMind are for things like the voice orchestration agent. And it's very, very useful to be able to actually just like complete flow state, right? I have a bunch of tasks. I have a bunch of agents running. I've been vibe coding with this now for, close to 7 months. All right, guys, this Bridge Space demo is going to get even better. I'm going to put it in the product page too. Where's our lightning bolt though? How's the lightning bolt doing? It's this one, right? Okay, this one's working on the lightning bolt. The lightning bolt is going to be so sick. The first step was research logo geometry, design the lightning bolt effect. This one's going to be so sick. It's going to, literally, you're going to load the website, and it's going to be like a lightning bolt effect. That's going to be so cool. BridgeMind does not have a free trial, no. Yeah, if you guys have SaaS projects, I honestly don't recommend having a free trial. If you have a free trial, there's a ton of things that opens you up for. Like, yes, you'll have more people that are going to trial, but it opens you up to like a bunch of different like interesting vulnerabilities, and I don't know. I think that a hard paywall is the best way to go. We're going to get GPT 5.6 on July 7th, just so you guys know. Yeah, I did just do a discount sale, though, for 67% off. You can use code DAY202 at checkout for 67% off. All right, let's hit some of these pull-ups, guys. If you guys are watching, haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. If you guys don't have a pull-up bar, you can do push-ups while I'm doing these, but let's hit another 10 bomb. Let's go. music is playing right now? Oh, shoot, lightning bolts here. Let's go. Hold on, I saw it. I saw the lightning bolt. Okay, that's kind of sick. I kind of want it to be more noticeable, though. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is looking, okay. Everybody in the chat was saying AI slop earlier. This is looking way better. I want to make it like way cooler though, like all across the screen. Okay, this does look awesome, but would you make it even more, like it should lightning bolt across the entire hero and even overlay the demo. And it should kind of spiderweb even more. Review and make it, I don't even know what the word for it is. I'm not even gonna say this one. You guys can make fun of me in the chat. I just said it to make it more lightning bolty, okay, guys? Don't make fun of me, all right? Actually, no, you guys can't make fun of me for that one. I said make it more lightning bolty. I mean, I think my IQ just went down about 50 points, but that's all right. Somebody said don't add too much of the lag mobile. Let's see. I just want to, I want to see. I know chat. Somebody said W prompts, yeah. I want it to like spiderweb more. This is looking so sick. Write that down. Stain. That's hilarious, bro. Somebody write that down. Also, guys, if you guys didn't know, look at this. We're about to hit, oh, you guys can't see it. Hold on. We're about to hit 90,000 subscribers. We're at 89,699 right now. So if you haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. But what a journey. What a journey. 90,000. 100,000. The one thing that I am not necessarily like worried about, but I feel like what's so common with people that do like social media and stuff is basically like you get to like you get really big, let's say, right? And then I really hope and I really want to work towards just like, I don't want BridgeMine to like die out. Does that make sense? Like I don't want to do this thing and then, you know, and then just have it like all the, I don't know. I've just worked so hard. What is my YouTube revenue? I was showing it a little bit earlier. Literally, it's only $1,400. And that's kind of on me. Like, I haven't monetized the streams. I'm actually experimenting with it because it's like, hey, at the end of the day, like, if I do turn on the monetization for the streams and I make, let's say, $200 a stream from ad revenue, then I can do like way more things where it's like, hey, we have a project sharing event and I'm able to give away like a max subscription, right? I think that like stuff like that, like any money that I make is going to go back into the community. I'm not making very much money from YouTube. You know, the majority of my income comes from Stripe subscriptions, which, you know, I always want it to way. Okay, that doesn't look as, I mean, I wonder if it's gonna lag mobile. We should deploy this and see the performance on it. We should run like the Lighthouse CLI and check it out. No, chat who, I'm experimenting with it right now. I'm experimenting with it because I want to see like, hey, if you do have ads on, is it gonna be like $200 a stream? Is it gonna be $300? And then that does add up where it's like, hey, if you do that, right? Then, hey, I'm in a better position to be able to do stuff for the community, which ends up being a good thing, you know? make the background better, not just black. Peter, I haven't monetized the streams up until this point. So I haven't, there's a way to turn on monetization for the streams. And I haven't done it. And then now I'm starting to experiment with it because I'm like, you know, how much more could we do for the community if I was making income from that? I'm not sure, but we're gonna play around with it. All right, why is it calling Chrome DevTools? Well, okay, chat, I have a question for you, okay? What do you guys think of the lightning bolt effect? W or L in the chat, what do you guys think of this? What do you guys think about this? What do you think about the demo video? What do you think about the new hero? W if you think it's good, L if it's not good. And then if you're typing L, what do you guys think should change? Because we have the demo is we have a Fable 5 agent that's working over here. You guys see this workspace? This is working on the bridge space demo. It's making it even better. But the lightning, I imagined a dark lightning bolt would be bigger and would show up once. Oh, make it strike get started. Okay. Needs to be behind the text, in my opinion. Okay. I've decided that I just want to have it be one lightning bolt and I just want it to strike the get started button. And I want it to be behind the text and just happen once. Okay, let's try this. W, but make the lightning always behind the demo since right now it's over sometimes. Okay, people want it behind. The idea of the lightning isn't bad, but I think it looks a bit cheap still. Okay. Light up the button. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. The lighting is not the background. You need to make it a part of the background. All right, let's see what this does. Also, the demo is getting improved by a lot, guys. Look at this. Oh my gosh, that is so sick. They changed the freaking color notifications in the demo. So sick. Yeah, so somebody said, will it hurt SEO? I think that that's a great question. And honestly, one that we should run the Lighthouse CLI against. I'll be very interested to see, like, what the speed is on this. That's definitely one thing. W Dan said, let's go. I saw that on Herder. I knew it would be sick here. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, W Dan. All right, let's run Claude. And what I'm going to do here, I want you to use the Lighthouse CLI. Yeah, the stream is lagging. I don't know what's up with the stream. I think that I've just got too much going on. I think my disk utility is getting full too. TFMG said he just bought the subscription. Let's go, dude. Let's go. All right, here's where we're at for today. We are up to $1,300 so far today. Let's go. And I want you to run a speed test for the website. Particularly check the speed of the home landing page. And note that we need to do what is needed to improve performance for the home landing page so that performance is very good. First, run the Lighthouse speed test, review the results, and then improve performance without breaking anything. I feel like Fable 5 is going to do a really good job at this, honestly. All right, guys, we're 6 likes away from 500 likes. If you guys haven't already liked, subscribed, make sure you do so. Join the BridgeMind Discord community. We are going to have another project sharing event next week. The person yesterday that won, he had a sick Minecraft first-person shooter game. He won the stream, but 11 people were able to present in front of thousands of people on stream, and just congratulations to everybody that presented, because that's not easy. We had a 14-year-old that was presenting. The stream's lagging out. It's so annoying. Sorry about that. But yeah, join the Discord if you haven't already. Will Bridge Voice work on Windows? Yes, it will. Let's go. We hit 500 likes, Wisio. Let's go. How do you manage disputes? I had 10 fraudulent disputes in one day and lost them all and paid a lot on fees. Yeah, so I do get disputes. Like, I'll just be transparent with you guys. Hold on. Let's see. Where's my Stripe account? Is it back here somewhere? Hold on, let me pull it up, because I want to show you guys how I manage them and how many I get. So check this out. So I do get disputes. That's going to be something that happens, okay? So for example, I have had 7 disputes that have not been answered, right? So I've got 7 ongoing disputes right now. And you know what I do with these disputes? I just let them expire. They're not even worth my time. They are annoying. They do cost you money. They also hurt your like Stripe credibility or something like that. So if you get too many of them, it's not a good thing. But with disputes, it's just not even worth my time. I've got too much that I'm doing. I'm not gonna like hunt somebody down over, you know, giving me, you know, $100 or something like that, or $50, right? Like, I just don't even care. They can have their money. They should have just asked me for a refund, honestly. But if somebody goes the distance of asking for a dispute, in my opinion, they may as well just have it. Like, you know, you could have just asked me for a refund. I would have given it to you. I have no problem. I'm kind of the customer type of guy. So maybe that's the wrong approach, but I'm not going to like hunt somebody down for their $50 or whatever. Okay, W Dan said, cursor debug mode, Fable 5. Simply put, you must optimize the loading time of this homepage without sacrificing any functionality of the new interactive demo optimized for any visitor. So yeah, that's also a good prompt, W Dan. Mine's already running here. I feel like this should be good. Let's see the prompt here. It was, I want you to use this Lighthouse CLI, and I want you to run a speed test for the website, particularly check the speed of the landing homepage. I feel like that one, I feel like it'll be able to do it with this one, but that was a good prompt though, W Dan. So if you guys see W Dan's prompt, it's pretty good. Levels uses an AI dispute resolver, I think. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, there are stolen cards. Yeah, stolen cards happen. I mean, there was one attack that I got hit with. Oh my gosh, it was like 2 weeks ago, where I had to, it was annoying, but it'll happen. Like, the reason that I have so many failed payments, so if you guys look at this, do you guys see this right here? How it says failed payments. Like, let's just look at the last 6 months, okay? In the last 6 months, we've had $56,000 in blocked payments, $15,000 in failed payments, $7,000 refunded, $75,000 succeeded. So, you know, just so you guys know, like, you will have people that will, if you have a payment provider, they will actually use stolen credit cards, and they'll use your Stripe endpoint to be able to test stolen cards. So if you use Stripe, there's something called Stripe Radar that you need to make sure that you are using, and that you have good, like, there's Stripe Radar rules is what it's called. You want to make sure that you have good Stripe Radar rules, because it will impact a lot. Like, you need to make sure that you get Stripe Radar rules set up, because it's not that, those payments were fraudulent, okay? And it blocked it. Stripe Radar blocked it, thankfully. Jeez, the MRR, guys, is going up. It's insane. So if we look at the main, everything combined, where are we at right now? 19,299. Yeah, I mean, if we look at the goals, $50,000 by August 31st is the goal. And I think that the biggest thing is, I mean, they're all going to be big, honestly, but the biggest thing that I'm excited about, this one right here, Vibe Academy launch is going to be big. The BridgeAgent launch is going to be big. The BridgeSpace 4 launch is going to be big. Bridge Voice 3, I feel like voice agents, or voice to text tools are kind of a commodity. We've done a lot to improve Bridge Voice since Bridge Voice 2. I think right now we're at 2.8. So we're getting pretty close to that version bump. But honestly, voice to text tools, they're not anything new. They're a commodity. They're a must-have in my opinion. But it's not like, I would say that Bridge Voice is the same, if not better than Whisper Flow, right? I don't know. I have no problems with Bridge Voice. I think Bridge Voice is fantastic. But it's included in the subscription, right? And that's what I'm trying to build, is an all-in-one subscription for vibe coding, where with one subscription you get access to everything you need for vibe coding. That's the goal. I think we're gonna be ready to push this here soon. Jeez, the stream keeps lagging today. I think I have way too many. It's comment. I have too many comment tabs open, because when I click comment, it literally glitches out so bad. Let me close a lot of these. Comment eats your memory usage. Yeah, I've got at least 30 comment tabs open right now. I'm not even kidding. Is your Bridge agent using GPT real-time too? It is, yeah. Yeah, it's a little bit more experience. It uses more credits, WDN. It is expensive. I was originally using Grok, and it did get much more expensive. That's for sure when I switched to GPT real-time. But okay, do you guys see this? Okay, so now there's just a singular lightning bolt. Does it illuminate the get started button? Okay, would you time it out a little bit more so that it does it after 3 seconds of website load? And also, would you add an effect to the get started button where it basically electrifies the get started button? You can create a custom button for this and not use that component. Create a custom button for the electrifying effect. That'll be sick. Shout out to whoever said that and recommended it in the chat. Use a shimmering text animation for the white and blue slogan, and the lightning looks worse now, to be honest. Yeah, definitely request 3DS. Why not 11 Labs? 11 Labs is more expensive, I believe. And then it's also not as intelligent. Why don't I add PayPal to your checkout? I don't think that PayPal is available with Stripe. I'm pretty sure it's not. Naveen, what's up? I do want to ship this. We're about ready to deploy. Last things is I want to do the speed test so that we don't get I want to make sure that we're not getting absolutely destroyed on usage. But for the most part, very happy with where we're at here. You can even create a new workspace. That's crazy. In this in-app demo, I think you would get 20% more sales if I use PayPal. Don't more people have PayPal? I'm pretty sure, guys, that PayPal is not an option with Stripe. Let me check, but I'm like 90% sure. Hold on. Let's just ask ChatGPT. I am using PayPal, or no. I am using Stripe as the provider for my web application. Can I make PayPal an option for people to pay with PayPal via Stripe? I don't think that it's included. Hold up. Would you write a handoff prompt to the AI working in my Stripe account to get this enabled? Let's check this out. All right, handoff prompt. Okay. I'm going to hand this off to Comet, which is what I use for the browser. Very useful. That's crazy. So we used linear, and with linear, we got the inspiration for the demo. And then now this is what, hold on, let's open this up. This is what BridgeMind's looking like now. The lighting is kind of sick though. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think that they allowed it either. WDN said real-time 2 is so nice, totally changed our sales process with live coaching as well as how people build and configure their workspaces with voice. Yeah, 100%. Man, we improved this so much now, guys. There's a lot of work still left to do, but I mean, you guys can tell the Fable 5 does change what's possible completely. This needs to be updated big time. The hero section for the BridgeSpace product page needs to be completely redesigned. Would you take a look at the BridgeSpace demo components on the landing hero and update the BridgeSpace product page to also have this demo? And I also need you to reformat the header to have the BridgeSpace logo icon in line with the app name BridgeSpace and improve the home hero respectively. Respectively, guys. No, we have lightning. It just happens on the first time. All right. Oh, you guys see this? Hold up. Do you guys see the lightning? Hold up. Look at the lightning. Oh, that's sick. It literally electrifies it. What if it like stayed charged though? That would be even cooler. Stop using Chrome DevTools. One thing that I would really like to happen is once the lightning bolt strikes it, I want the get started button to stay charged with electricity. Build this effect into the button. Yeah, stay charged. I want it to stay charged, guys. That'd be so sick. Oh yeah, Fable is not usable with the Pro plan at all. Three seconds is maybe too long. What, just with the initial site load? This is such a big improvement for the website design, guys. We've got a demo. We've got remotion videos. I mean, I can't believe we didn't have this before, honestly. This is so much better. Oh, that's a good idea. Like, you could have it strike it and electrify it and then have it say, like, 20% off or something. I don't know. What's Remotion? Yeah, Remotion is free. It's a framework. It's open source. Meat said, this is good, to be honest. Yeah, I think so, too. I think it's gotten a lot better. Blackwell said, all that in 2 days. Insane what you can do with Fable. No more debugging, just producing. Yeah. Yeah, you can connect via SSH with BridgeSpace. Make the lightning repeat every 7 seconds, for example. Well, I want to see what happens when it gets charged. Is the in-app browser screenshot tool done? It's about to be done. It's verifying it right now. Hold on. It's verifying it. Let me see. We got to go over... Hold on. Let's get rid of some of these. There's too many workspaces running. Okay. Go over here. Okay. Okay. Oh, shoot. On. Starting to see it. Let's reload it. So this is the charging. Let's see what it does. It doesn't stay charged, though. Okay. There's too many updates being dropped in. It's going to keep on refreshing. Okay. All right. Screenshotting tool. Let's check it out. There's just too much refreshing going on. Hold on, we have to let this finish. It does stay charged. There is just a delay after the strike. Oh, there's the charge. Okay, hold up. All right, let's refresh. Let's see what happens. So 3, 2, 1, boom. There's a bit of a delay, and I think that the charge needs to be a little bit more dramatic. For example, the lightning strike happens, and then it takes a few seconds for the get started button to stay charged, and I want the charging to be more dramatic. That's so cool. That was a good idea. Whoever said that in the chat, shout out to you guys. That's sick. Any way of making sign-in seamless from the web browser? I'm already signed in on the web browser and just had to sign in 3 times. Are you talking about like in the apps? Would you make a ticket for it? Just could you explain what you're experiencing? The animations are becoming too much. I don't think so. I kind of like it. I think it's creative. Why don't I use bypass permission mode? I just use auto mode. Auto mode, I pretty much never have to use it either. Like I never have to give permissions. It could shake the get started CTA. What do you mean it could shake it? Make it so good that the get started box has a magnet that your mouse drags it to a little bit. A magnet. All right, explore bridge space. Okay, I don't like this. Okay, do you guys see this? This needs to be like super compacted. Which one was working on it? Was it this one? It was, wasn't it? Claude Code has this weird functionality with it right now. Hold on, I want to test this. If I go to Codex, do I have the same issue? Hello there, would you just do a review of the website? The Zero said you should make it chain the lightning energy effect to the join button, like the energy is spilled over. That'll make people want to click join. True. That's so cool. All right, I don't have the problem. This is a weird bug with Claude Code right now. It's not happening here. Yeah, it's fine here. And all right, I don't like this. It was this one, right? Oh my gosh, Claude Code has this stupid new feature where if I click into it, oh my gosh, Claude, what are you guys doing? Do you guys see this? If I try to scroll, it literally just goes to the history. It's so annoying. Because they made it to use this instead of... That's so dumb. So if I'm clicked into this and I try to scroll up in Claude Code now, it literally causes this stupid bug. It's the full screen feature. You can disable it. How do I disable this, guys? I can disable this. Is web dev your favorite part to work in the whole stack? It is right now. I'm having a lot of fun, honestly. Prominent agent, split the grid. This is the agent that I was working on in BridgeBench, I'm pretty sure. I need you to make this section way more compacted. There's too much going on here. Also, remove the product hunt. And instead of showing also available for Windows and Linux, just show the download link for whatever the user's OS is that they're using for the website. We need to simplify the hero and make it more compact. It's just like too long. I want the demo video to move up and everything else to... Okay, to disable TUI default. Okay, yeah, that's a terrible thing that Claude did. I don't like that they did there. But we're about ready to ship these updates, guys. I'm super excited about this. Lightning Bolt, that is so cool. It still takes a little bit of time, though, for it to charge it. There is still a delay in it being charged. Would you review and make it so there's no delay? As soon as the lightning bolt strikes, it should be charged. Fable 5 a bust? I don't think so. When you're actually able to get it to work, it's phenomenal. What do you think is the best opportunity now in software development? Using AI and just becoming super, super good at using AI. Building SaaS, building games. All right, so I'm going to get ready to roll this out. I'm going to launch Claude, and I'm just going to say... I need you to run npm run build and fix any build errors. Get this ready to deploy. I wonder how this is going to look on like mobile though. Let's use browser tools and kind of test this out. This could obliterate our site speeds. That's one thing I'm a little bit worried about. So this is what it'll look like. I mean, that actually, the demo has pretty good responsiveness, honestly. Do you guys see this home hero? The responsiveness is actually pretty good. So look at this. You can interact with it. There's a horizontal scroll. And this is what it would look like on a phone. Thank you, Stain. Let's go. Yeah, it looks good. On mobile, that looks good on mobile. Everything that has pretty good responsiveness. Ship software at the speed of thought. BridgeMind is the complete vibe coding ecosystem. Every tool you need to ship software with AI under one subscription. That is freaking sick. It's got a charged lightning bolt button. Whoever idea that was in the chat, thank you. But the thing is it gonna, if I load this up on my phone, is it gonna take 30 seconds to load with a demo video and a lightning bolt animation? It's definitely possible that it's gonna be super, super slow. So we'll see here. Make the lightning repeat every 7 seconds, for example. Yeah. Blackwell said, holy smokes, Fable 5 did cook here very hard. I think so too. It's freaking sick. All right. It looks like it's ready to deploy though, guys. Okay, also somebody said remove this. Okay. I think we're ready to go here. Okay, great work. I now need you to commit all local changes in the BridgeMind UI to the master branch. Bridge code isn't announced yet. 1 FPS, it's possible. It's possible. We'll see. Let's ship it. It's going to be live in like 5 minutes once it deploys. So, Stain said Fable has been going crazy on UI design for my audio plugins. Yeah, it's super good. Web is well optimized for mobile, also is not lagging. Well, Daz, we haven't shipped this update though. We haven't shipped this update. So, like with things like the lightning bolt animation and then also this demo, you know, this definitely has the possibility of not performing well. So we will definitely see, but I mean, this is probably the biggest design improvement that we've made to BridgeMind since inception. Somebody said, new here, do I have coding experience? So I started coding when I was 17 years old. I built like Python projects. I read textbooks and stuff on Python. I started with Python when I was 17. I didn't really stick with it. I maybe coded when I was 17 for about maybe 6 months. But then when I was 20 is when I really started getting into it. Okay. So I started coding pretty much every day. And then after 6 months of that and coding manually, that's when I started vibe coding. And immediately when I started vibe coding, I saw that it was going to be the future of software development. So I switched over to vibe coding, and vibe coding is by far, you know, if you're not vibe coding, if you're not using AI to code, and that's not the main thing that's driving you, you know, I would definitely consider, you know, getting good at these tools, because this is the future of software development. People that are good at using AI are going to be the most employable. They're going to be able to do incredible things. You're going to be able to start your own business. You can do all sorts of stuff with vibe coding. So I highly recommend that you get a Claude subscription or Codex subscription or whatever subscription you need, but definitely start vibe coding, guys. Somebody said, what is vibe coding? So vibe coding is where you're using these coding agents to code for you. So for example, hey, the $230,000 I've built just with vibe coding. I haven't written a single line of code. So pretty much like that is what vibe coding is. You're using AI agents to code for you instead of you going in there and writing code yourself. But we will definitely see here. Yeah, we're going to ship this. But yeah, let's do some celebratory push-ups. If you guys haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. Let's hit some push-ups, guys. Or no, some pull-ups. Pull-ups. Let's go. Go. Compliance, what's up? Okay, guys, I'm going to ship this out. This is going to deploy within probably the next yes, I want you to push this to the master branch. It's going to deploy within the next like 5 or 10 minutes. I've got to do some things off stream, so I'm going to end the stream here for today, but ton of progress. I mean, you guys can see, like, look at this. I mean, I don't think that we've ever had a model that's this good at UI design. So if I just refresh this here, so check this out. The lightning bolt animation, look at this, boom, charge the button. That's so sick. And then we also built this demo, which is just phenomenal. This is gonna improve conversion a lot. So this is a fully interactable demo that we built. You can change the color and everything. It's insane. It's the exact same thing as Bridge Space. It's nuts, but it's coming along very, very nicely. I will not be live this weekend. I'm gonna be celebrating July 4th with my family and my birthday as well. But next time I see you guys, I'm gonna version bump my age. I'm gonna bump up to 24, but thank you guys for tuning in. I hope that whatever you guys are doing, keep locking in, keep making progress. And just remember, guys, consistency is the key. Whatever you're working on, whatever you're doing, do not give up. Keep going. It will pay off. I promise you. You just have to push through the difficulty. You have to make progress every single day, and you will succeed. But with that being said, guys, thank you for tuning in. I'll be around the Discord community this weekend and stuff. I'll still be online a little bit. But with that being said, I will see you guys in the future. Whew. That was a good stream. Dario, I've been expecting you. What's up? Yeah, yep, I'll meet up with you in about 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours. Yep, can't wait to hang out this weekend. Yep, I'll see you soon.